Yeah, man. Breeze Nation, what is happening? Welcome to another edition of the live watch party for the Raiders and the Broncos. Ooh, what a game.
This is going to be a barn burner, bro.
Yeah, this is
Denver going to walk all over
this
them.
is going to be
yeah. Oh, well, introduce yourself.
I'm super producer Joel Holt, and this is my buddy, Mr. Drew Better. If you knew better, only if you knew better. Who better?
Nobody, bro.
My guy, Drew. What's happening, man? What's happening?
Oh, man, just living the dream, man.
Yeah, we got the squad in the building.
Yeah.
Pretty light. It's a very light crew today.
Pat got a black tie affair with Espen.
He's doing something. Big flex.
Big flex on Espen.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you doing, man? It's Thursday, man. Friday Eve.
It's Friday Eve.
Coming up, still high from your Bears victory on Sunday.
It's more like a relief, and it's just feeling good to know that they have won. We see who we got up in the chat, man. We see Lord Crimson in the building, number one in the chat. We got Baki in the building. Let's go. We got Catfish. Hit that like button, subscribe. Jay Capone the Don in the building. Catfish, Lord Crimson, and that's it for right now. What's happening, y'all? How y'all doing out there? As we get ready to watch this exciting Denver game.
I don't know, man. It might be, man. It's time for us to get a good Thursday night game on. We ain't had a good Thursday night game in a while.
Well, the Broncos are 7-2. The Raiders are 2-6. They are trash.
Bro, Broncos got to keep winning or else they're going to lose the division to the Chiefs, man, because the Chiefs are on a comeback.
I mean, it's still early. You never know what happens. But, Bo Nix, that's what happens, man. I tell you, good coaching with some talent. You know
bro,
what I'm saying?
I'm still not sold on Bo Nix like that, man, because he been trash for like 3 quarters and end up having a phenomenal fourth quarter or third quarter and end up winning.
You know what? I see Baki at it. He said, "What's up, Joel and Drew? Can we take a moment for the Cowboys for defensive end Marshawn Kneeland?"
Man, 100%, bro. I did forget about that.
Let's take a moment of silence, y'all. All right, man. It's so sad to see that. Apparently, maybe some CTE was related to that.
Man, some mental health. Bro, he was 24, so he didn't really, not to say it wasn't there, but it's like he had some mental health issues. He had been talking about suicide with his girlfriend, and I guess they didn't catch it early enough. That he just 24. He scored his first career touchdown this Sunday that just passed. Like it's real sad.
Defensive touchdown or something?
He was the one that blocked for the block punt touchdown. Yeah, so he scored his first touchdown. He should have been on the high on life. It's like that. Mental health is real, bro. It's real sad for that, man. I shout out to his family. I really, really mourn and hope they get the help they need to get through this because it's tough.
You're not gonna get through that. That's tough. Especially when you had your hopes of making it in the NFL. I think he was.
He did.
Was he a 4th rounder? Because I remember we talked about him. He's out of Michigan.
Yeah, he's out of Michigan.
Or something like that.
He's out of Michigan. He grew up in Michigan, went to school in Michigan, was big high motor guy, was looking to be, pretty an impact on special teams. He made an impact this week, just passed. Like, it's just like I said, mental health is real. Like he really, was living his dream.
Yeah, but you never know, man. It's sad to see somebody take their life regardless.
It is, man. It is. Man, but look, on a positive note, man, he did get to live his dream. His dream was making it to the NFL, and he lived that as short as it was. He made it.
Shout out to V Dog. What's going on? So it was good, fellas. What's happening? V Dog in the building.
Raiders,
Matt
man.
Kaylee said, "Will they show the game?" We're seeing it on Prime. So as we sit here, and Geno Smith's got the balls. He hikes 36, by the way. Oh, I got to put the scoreboard up in a second, too. Yeah. And Geno drops back. He throws a little shot to
up first down. First down.
And number 17.
Because the Raiders traded their number 1 wide receiver, so they got a bunch of mid guys in here after that.
The mid defender.
Yeah, where's Kid at? He should be in the chat. He's the mid defender. Wasn't he a Geno fan?
I don't know. I forget.
I remember I thought he was a Geno fan.
He's hilarious. I forget who he was always supporting. He was
Yeah,
mainly a
besides
Kirk Cousins guy.
No, he was a Kirk Cousins. He was who else? Danny Dimes kind of guy.
Anybody mid, he was supporting. So
yeah. I don't know.
As we hand off the ball to the rookie, he looks like a 2-yard 3.
Oh my God!
They're pushing the pile about 4 yards.
Did you see the comparison between him and Manungai's?
Not that far off,
bro. Not that far off. Same size, similar build, and I think Manungai is only maybe 50 to 75 yards behind him.
And that's only because he didn't play that much.
Exactly. And Genty was the bell guy. So I'm glad. I am glad. I'm with Pat and that we should not have wasted that first round pick and go up to get him if we got the same production in the 7th round. Not saying that he won't have a good career later on when the Raiders start to get a better offensive line around him, but.
As Geno takes off, pulls and gets the first down.
Oh, that was he barely made the first down. He started his slide way early.
But you know what? Like I said, I never really thought that Genty was like special. Like everybody knows I love.
He was special.
Who was my man in Atlanta? That's the guy.
Bijan.
Yeah, Bijan to me, that's a special back. Christian McCaffrey, Saquon, those type of Adrian Peterson type of dudes.
Bro,
I think he's more of a product of his system because he's not. It's not like he's really lighting the whole league on fire.
He led the Boise State in yards, so he's got the skill set. I don't think he has the offensive line for it.
No, I think
because the Raiders' offensive line is trash, bro.
But my point is that there are things like when Saquon, even with a bad line, was still like a dominant player. Like he was an impact player. Even when he played us, we shut him down for a minute until we got tired, and then he got a big run. He got a big pop in his stats after playing us because he really hadn't done much. And so for you to pick him 6th or 7th overall, he's just to me a good player. He's not that kind of guy where it's like, yeah, he's that bell cow really running it.
I'm not saying he is transcendent, but he is still a good player that they could under the right system and the right offensive line be a great player.
But you just said it.
Because he's got that, because he's got the intangibles, he's got the vision, he's got the speed. With a good line, he could be great. Right now with a bad line, he's good. Same like Manungai, like we were talking about on Sunday. Manungai is good, but he doesn't have that second gear that you need, that you want in a bell cow running back. And he's got it, but he just got a bad offensive line. So it's kind of like that, 6 in one hand, half dozen in the other for me.
I just think that he's a.
You know who we don't have these questions about though? Go ahead.
What?
Brock Bowers. That man is an animal.
Yeah, but he's special. My point is that Genty is a good I'm trying to compare him to like Emmitt Smith, right?
Emmitt Smith wasn't that special, but his line was special.
His line was amazing. But would you take Barry Sanders over Emmitt Smith?
Indeed.
Would you take Walter Payton over Emmitt Smith?
Yes, sir.
Would you take probably a whole bunch of folks over?
No, not a whole bunch of folks. It's probably for me. It's about 5.
Would you take LaDainian Tomlinson over him?
Would
you take Marshall Faulk?
Would you take Marshall
Faulk? I'm saying skill set alone,
and skill set alone. I would take Emmitt Smith before Marshall Faulk. Because I would take Emmitt Smith for Marshawn.
I would.
It's about 5 running backs that I would take before Emmitt Smith, which would be the great ones. So I would take Barry. I would take Sweetness. I would take Adrian Peterson.
But you're making my point.
Yeah,
that's where this he's right now.
But he didn't go number 1. He went
6.
He went 6.
That's a top freaking pick.
It's not a top 5. Other people we're naming our top 5s.
Drew,
he's right outside
out
of
that. 200 some players to be picked. He's in the top 10% of the entire. He was 6 overall. My point is that he seemed okay. The Boise State thing was like, yes, you are a product of a good system in a conference that he was exposed against top defenses. We got a comment from V-Dog. He said, "Hey, Joe and Drew, how do y'all feel? How would y'all feel about Asante Samuel Jr. per NFL Insider Jeremy Fowler? He's visiting the Bears among a few other squads this week."
I like it. He's got an injury issue. But if you sign him for the 1 year and he just got spinal fusion surgery, but he was he was a good player before his injuries. And if we don't have to pay him that much, I sign him for the rest of the year. Sign him as a 1 year prove it deal to see if he can remain healthy, if he can make an impact, because he was balling before he got this last injury. So I like the signing. He will be just as impactful as CJ Gardner.
I mean, yeah, of course. If he's healthy and able to play, then cool. I mean,
he's better than McLeod.
Anybody I can add.
Anybody better than McLeod.
Because Nashawn Wright's been exposed a little bit. We, Stevenson, until we get the rest of our guys back, if they'll ever be healthy like that, we need some guys. I like Brandon Green. So where's Terrell Davis on this list and Marshawn list? I'm taking both of them over Emmitt Smith.
I'm taking beast mode. I'm not taking Terrell Davis. I like Terrell Davis.
Was a prop.
Terrell Davis was a product of his team.
No.
Yes, he was. He was a product of his team. He had a few seasons.
They had that run zone scheme with Denver, and so what they did, they had him, Olandis Gary. They had the other. They
had a bunch of 6th-round guys that ran in that scheme.
But Terrell Davis actually had talent. Okay,
I disagree with that.
Then fine.
I disagree with that. I think Terrell Davis will make my point that it is about your offensive line and your scheme.
I will give you that, but I personally like Terrell Davis more than I like Emmitt Smith.
That's fine. But Emmitt Smith, you have to have vision. Even with that great line, Emmitt Smith still had to, hit the lane and hit it right. Because look at when Emmitt Smith. No, I'm finished. Let me finish my point. When Emmitt Smith, no, let me finish. When Emmitt Smith, no, when Emmitt Smith, go ahead.
You got to have vision.
Yes, you do.
Now continue on.
Yes, when Emmitt Smith held out, their line, great as it was, the backup running back could not have the same kind of production Emmitt Smith did.
Right.
So Emmitt Smith came back and was right back on his game, breaking runs. But Emmitt Smith wasn't the most talented. I'm gonna give you that. Emmitt Smith was not the most talented.
He fits in the right scheme with the right guy that fits. But like, if you got it, I mean,
Emmitt Smith ran three. But he ran a few different schemes though, because you had what's the name scheme? You have Jimmy Johnson scheme. Then you had Barry Switzer change the scheme up a little bit, and then you had
North Turner. It was North Turner's offense. North Turner.
And to me, they changed it a little bit, but
it's North Turner until he left and he went to San Diego. By the way, we got over 100 in chat.
100.
We appreciate you guys checking in. We got 74 on Twitter, 43 on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. Tell everybody to come and hang out with us. Catfish was like, no updates on any visits, and Brandon Green was like, has there been any updates on any of the other visits? I can't answer that. I have no idea.
No, it hasn't been anything out in the
V-Dog said, Drew, TD was an effing dog.
He was a dog in Denver, bro. Because they ran that scheme. I can't say that he was a dog, because when any and every running back that came after him put up the same production as he did. So if you got a 6th round, you got 4th rounds, you got undrafted guys still putting up all that same yardage, I can't agree with it.
But TD went to the Hall of Fame and Olandis Gary didn't. And he went to the Hall of
because
Fame
he was in that.
He was in
that
I got
scheme.
you. I cooked you though. You was like, yeah, nothing to say on that. TD went to the Hall of Fame. Olandis Gary, the other guys didn't.
Is he in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, he's in the Hall of Fame. He was definitely in the Hall of Fame. Brandon
Green
said,
I gotta fact check that one.
He is. Look it up.
I'm looking it up.
Brandon Green said, also, what are y'all thoughts on possibly being able to get Trey Hendrickson for a 2nd-round pick? Pat a video about it earlier. Well, the trade deadline's over.
He is.
And Trey Hendrickson,
part of the 2017.
Is technically an unrestricted free agent coming up next year. So
he got 2 Super Bowls.
Yeah. Like TD was a problem.
Because he wasn't high on there. Let me say, he made the 2,000 yards.
Browns. Yeah. Shout out to
him. But
see, Emmitt had huge roles or holes and could barely outrun mofos to the end zone at times. That's what I'm saying. Like, he had vision. He was quick and shifty to get through. And there was a period, I think the 93 year, where he was a possible MVP candidate. I think he was in the running for MVP the 93 year. So he had a year where it's like, cool. But he definitely was a product of having, I figured it was holes. I figured that, we wanted one of the greatest offensive line in history.
What's it like? What was it? Like I said, in a brow right there. Emmitt Smith had vision. He had good vision. I'm not saying he's the most skilled back ever. No, I'm not saying that. I say it's about 5 running backs I would take before him, because they had individual skill set that was better than his. But Emmett wasn't a pushover either, bro. You don't lead the football league in total rushing yardage without being a dog.
Bro, when you got Larry Allen that's benching 1,200 pounds, that line they had was insane.
Agreed.
So they were able, like Troy Aikman, of all the quarterbacks that have played, really was an average quarterback when you by measures of stats.
Boy, you go.
No, I'm saying
you go
Michael,
catch some
now,
heat for
Mike
that.
Irvin of the triplets was that dude.
Michael Irvin. Hey, he's the original playmaker, as he says.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
the playmaker.
Michael Irvin was one of them dudes. And by the way, all I'm saying is clearly Emmitt Smith went to the right system, right time, the right place that worked out. But if he went anywhere else, I don't think he is as impactful. I think he was scratching and clawing to get that dang NFL rushing record, because everybody knows it should have been Barry Sanders. He didn't want to do it because he let Walter Payton keep that record for as long as he could. And Emmitt was like, look, I'm close to it. I'm going to scratch and claw to get that dang record.
Yeah, because he got it in Arizona when he was a half of the player he was.
Oh, yeah.
But I agree. But this goes back to the original argument that Genty, I think he's not running in the right system. I think he has traits. I think he has traits to be a good running back. He's not part of the special great ones, which is my original point.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I said this. That's all I'm saying. He's a good player, but I'm glad we didn't take him at 6. And the thing is like to get the similar production from a non guy, but it's also like where you're playing. Like if you got one of them SEC running backs, we're talking like freaking what's Juggernaut in Baltimore. He was a problem.
I'll give you a prime example. You remember Trent Richardson?
Trent Richardson. He went to Cleveland.
He came from Alabama.
Yes.
Dog. And he came and didn't have a great line to run behind, and therefore his career was not as. So
he wasn't a transcendent running back.
I never said he was. I said he was good. I said with a great line though, he could be transcendent.
Any of those, yeah. You put it, but my point is there's a difference between special running backs that can make plays. Barry Sanders was a guy that played for
Marshall Faulk. Like Marshall Faulk was my guy, bro.
Marshall Faulk was a problem.
He was special
LT
too.
Was a problem. As
yes.
LaDainian Thompson, Saquon Barkley, Christian McCaffrey, Adrian Peterson. Those type of guys were special running backs. And some of these other guys, like we've had a few of those. But I see a little bit in him, maybe because I watched Boise State games because they were on TV a lot when he was there. But it's still D1. It was still they were still playing top quality. It was like they wasn't playing no top quality players. Did Trent Richardson go to the Colts and then Cleveland, or was it vice versa?
Vice versa.
So he went to Cleveland and
to Cleveland, and they only had Joe Thomas.
Right. Yeah. Well, Cleveland's just a mess. Who was that? What's his name? Just threw a wheel route to the running back, Geno Smith, as they got a first down.
He plays well, but then he makes some bonehead plays. Mostert, I loved him when he was with San Francisco. He's got speed, bro. He's still got speed, and with Miami,
he just has injury issues. But see, guys like Mostert, guys that are like
he was running 4.3, bro. 4.2, 4.3.
Who left us and went to Detroit?
Montgomery,
like good players, good solid running backs. But are they game-changing running backs? No.
But they special.
But those are the guys that Pat talks about where they just dime a dozen running backs, you don't want to pay them. Like that's the predicament that you go with the running back, because the running back and their specialness, if that's even a word, depends on your offensive line. But those running backs that can still get you 4 or 5 yards, even with a bad offensive line, for me, those are special, and those are the ones you still have to pay for me. Like as a Genty right here, Genty with a bad line, you don't pay that kind of running back in free agency. But if you have like an LT behind some bad lines, he still made some great plays and still was able to get a certain amount of yards per clip. You got to pay a guy like that, because you're not going to get that kind of production in the later rounds. There's special ones. What happens is those guys do well. They make it to get to that second contract. And so you pay them. And then the issue is if you don't, back then it was more run heavy anyways.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you had a Sean Alexander, Priest
Holmes. I liked him, boy. Larry Johnson. Priest Holmes is underrated, bro. Priest Holmes is underrated.
You had all those type of guys that could do their thing. Like Nino, yeah, work done, Sean. Right? You and I on the same page. I didn't even see your comment as I brought them up. Run CMC. I was thinking Run DMC. That was Darren McFadden. I thought about him. Was he special when he was at Dallas? Darren McFadden was a problem coming out of college.
He was, but his first
injuries
his first first years in the league, he didn't do too well. But he had skills. Mm-hmm. He could have been special if he didn't get hurt.
So there's a difference between good serviceable backs and you pay them a ton of money, not necessarily. When the special back can get the money, you have to pay him. Second and first quarter, as the Raiders are knocking in the red zone, they do a fake
hit.
He throws it to Brock Bowers was a great catch, but he got that's Mayer. Mayer got stopped basically at the no gain. Third down, as they get ready for this third down.
See, that's what the Denver's first drive. That's what I'm talking about. Like everybody's got all of this praise for Bo Nix, and he's a good up and coming player to me. But I see him doing he gets a little too excited and he finally slows his heart rate down in like the second half, and then he balls out. He doesn't hasn't put together a full game yet. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm like I'm sold on Denver, more of their defense and their offense to me.
V-Dog says Shannon Sharpe would have had 4 Super Bowls instead of 3 if they had better quarterback play with the Ravens. As Ashton Genty fights and gets that touchdown.
I told you, he got some skill set, bro.
No, I didn't say he's terrible. I'm just saying he's good.
I say you like Parker? Terrible.
V-Dog, Shannon Sharpe would have had 3 if they had better quarterback play with the Ravens. Yes, Shay was washed, but he was still a ball at 33 years old.
He was.
Yeah, Trent Dilfer couldn't. They ran that. Oh, Jamal Lewis. Now that joker ran for 2,000. That killed him. He ran for 2,000 yards that year.
He wasn't the same.
Yeah,
he wasn't the same after that. Which goes back into those special running backs are the ones that are able to run for those big yardages in one year and still able to bounce back and have a decent year the next, and still be able to have a long career. Because look at Adrian Peterson. Adrian Peterson, the first person that came back within 1 year with an ACL and still ran for 1,000 yards.
He's special. So the issue is that
which one do you pay, which one you don't?
A lot of times those guys go to bad teams and they're still special to make plays. What happens is if you could get a special player on a great team, now you can have sustained success where they don't have to get beat up. Because the issue was like Ezekiel Elliott, for example. Ezekiel Elliott was a workhorse for Dallas, where you're averaging like 300 carries a year. Running backs are like freaking erasers. You just wear them out to a point, and after a while they're done. Like you can't run them in the ground like that.
You got about 6. The special ones you got about 6 years.
Yeah, I give you that.
You get 6 years. So that's what I say. That's what I say. You pay them one good contract, they rookie contract, and one good win. And that's about it.
El Nino, and he said, because I got Monunga and Swift would be running this hot if the Bears had last year's O-line. You're 100% right, because that's what happened last year. Swift and them weren't knocking on the door. Like he had his best game of his career, or at least of the season this year. And now Monunga went off 176 yards. We ain't had none of that for years. So like, yes, you still need, when you have good to average to good running backs, they can do something with a great offensive line. When you could put a special back, like when Run CMC, my fault. My man said Run CMC. You talking about Christian McCaffrey. My bad. I was thinking Darren McFadden. But with Christian McCaffrey, for example, going to San Francisco, that's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
The only issue is that he got beat to death in Carolina because he was pretty much doing everything.
Yeah, he was injury prone after that.
Yes. So I mean, it's to a point where you got to get the right talent, right line, everything. But for us to at least get an offensive line and make the improvement, this is the first time in a long time where this Bears team feels like they're actually building something, and they're not just cobbling together a group of talent. So
with that being said, is it 50-50 line and running back, or is basically line 80, running back 20?
It's a definitely. Emmitt Smith showed you it's definitely line,
but he also has skills too, though.
I'm saying no. He would have been flamed out and beat up within no time if he played for a trash team with a trash offensive
So
line.
you're leaning towards the 75-25 then?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, bro,
because
we've
been watching this Bears team for all our life. Every time the Bears got a good offensive line, we actually went somewhere in the playoffs.
Agreed.
01, 05, 06, 2014 was they had an offense, but they had no defense. And then you got 2018 where they actually had something.
It's
we had James, what was it, James Daniels?
But we always have been in agreement that to have a good football team, it is all about the trenches. Yes, offense and defensive line is the important part. And the icing on the cake is some of your secondaries, your special teams, and things of that nature. Those are the ones that allow you to, really play at a high level and win dominantly. But the game is won in the trenches.
100%. And we've seen that where, could you imagine if Rex Grossman didn't play as bad as he did, that we would have saved Mike Brown and Tommy Harris? Because you're putting that defense out there to get hurt because they're playing so freaking much. We had D-line players where, it'll just be nice, like you said, it'll be nice for us to really get a stud defensive player. Like,
oh, no, that's out of bounds.
Can we get a guy that's like
an anchor? Did he drag that last foot? I think I don't know. Maybe you got to look at that again.
Bo Nix threw the ball to Sutton, but it looks like it might have went out of bounds.
Yeah, they're gonna hurry. They're gonna hurry up and go. They don't want that review because I don't know if he dragged that last leg.
Yeah. Longest active streaks with a touchdown pass. Lamar Jackson, 29 games. Bo Nix is 17. That's crazy. Bane from Miami is him, says El Nino Brown. El Nino. Let's look up Mr. Bane from Miami as we go.
Ooh, he just got his head taken off. Look at that big sack. Big sack by number 69. That's a great number there, buddy.
Raiders is motivated. Third down.
That's great. That's a great number.
Take a sack. It's 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. It's a Butler. Let me see. Who is Bane from Miami? Let's see what we're talking about. We'll go to our NFL draft buzz where I like to go. NFL Niffle draft buzz. Bane. That would be great. That name like Bane on the defense. Ruben Bane, 6'3", 275. Okay, so this would be a big boy. Let me see.
You said 270?
275, 6'3", kind of probably a wide body guy.
He plays the end?
That seems more like a defensive tackle to me.
I'm gonna say he plays the end?
No, we would have decent tackling, pass rush. They got him at 94. Run defense, they got him at 97.
What's his sack numbers?
I don't think he's a big.
They say he's an edge rusher.
They said Ruben Bane Jr. is a local legend at Miami Central High School where he accumulated a staggering 77 career sacks while leading his team to 4 consecutive state championships. He's a winner.
It's a dog.
The Nat Moore Trophy winner was impossible for college recruiters to ignore after his junior campaign where he racked up 60 tackles, 48 tackles for loss, and an absurd 29.5 sacks. Despite offers from virtually every blue blood program, including Alabama, Georgia, and LSU, Bane chose to stay home and attend the University of Miami. Hey, man. I'm getting tingly. Where'd it go? Where's my stuff?
No, that's the wrong one.
Expectations were sky high entering his sophomore season, but disaster struck when Bane suffered a significant calf injury on
that's another project, man.
In the season opener against Florida.
That's the one thing I am tired of Poe's doing, because Poe's likes to get these injured players where their stock drops, where you buy low and hope they reach high.
Hold on a second. It says now fully healthy and carrying a leaner, more explosive frame into 2025, Bane has unleashed hell on opposing offenses through Miami's 4-0 start. The junior edge rusher has compiled 22 tackles, 3.5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, a forced fumble, and even snagged an interception while establishing himself as the most disruptive defensive player in college football. His resurgence has Miami ranked 3rd nationally and legitimate title contenders for the first time in decades, with Bane's name climbing draft boards faster than his first step off the snap. Shout out to El Nino Brown on giving us some prospects.
What's up? What's his potential draft slot? They usually have that up there too.
Well, let's go over to Tankathon over there. Tankathon has let's see what the mock draft is right now. Number 2.
Yeah, that means we're not going to get him. They said, "Oh yeah, he's good, but
he won't be there."
Yeah, he won't be there.
Now, that doesn't mean. Now, do the Bears make moves to trade to go get that type of dude?
No, we're not moving. You're not moving all the way up. Only way you move that up is if he falls into like the 7 to 10 range. Do you move up? Because you got to give up multiple firsts to move up to 2.
Right now, as it stands, we are slated to pick 18th.
And you're right. You got to move from 18 to 2. You're giving up multiple first rounds.
So again, they have us looking at Matteo Ule. So let's holler at Matteo Ule while we're at it. Matteo. My buddy, we used to ride the train all the time. He's like, we gotta get us a Samoan, get us a killer. We haven't got one. Let me see. Offensive rating, they got him at 79%. Tackling, 52%. Not that
that's not a good tackler.
Pass rush, though, 85. Run defense, 72. Player comparison.
Sounds like a project.
They got him.
I want a stud.
Well, where we are, let's see.
Summarize that. Don't read the verbatim.
Say that again.
Summarize that. Summarize that.
Let's see. Let's go with strengths. So explosive first step creates immediate pressure around the edge, consistently beating tackles before they can set their anchor point in pass protection. Rare athletic versatility allows him to play both as a stand-up linebacker or with his hand in the dirt, making him valuable to multiple defensive schemes at the next level. So you can play a 3-4.
Let me see. Can Denver come back from this? Man, it's only the first quarter, of course. They only down 7.
Yeah,
it's still early. Yeah.
So they say he possesses excellent lateral agility that translates to effective backside pursuit against run plays, rarely committing in chase situations. But he brings a nasty play temperament to the field, displaying the kind of competitive fire that can't be coached, but sets the tone for entire defensive unit. I like that.
I like a nasty defensive. I like a nasty defensive player because you gotta have that. You gotta have that spit and fire on the defense.
They're saying he's a converted former tight end with exceptional body control and coordination, allowing him to bend around the corner while maintaining balance and power.
I like it.
So, let me see. Stand up demonstrates plan to rise. Game remains unfinished. Finish the pass. Explosive first step and natural bend to jump off the tape, allowing him to thread tackles. I mean, like I said, if we can get, I don't know, I'm okay, seeing how he plays out. But we gotta watch the tape and see how he plays out.
Yeah, gotta see. But Oregon has been, like I said, a good team.
He's fast at that size. This man's running 4.8, 4.85.
That's big. That's pretty fast for a big boy.
That's pretty. Let me see. Where was Bane at? Ruben Bane. They got him running. They don't even have a 4.7. He's actually faster.
But a little bit smaller.
This dude sounds like the truth, Ruben Bane Jr.
They got him picked going 2, so you got to be the truth if you going number 2.
Yeah.
Look, see, you were talking about all that, man. Look, the holdings might bring it back, but boy, told you, Genty's good, bro.
Yeah, but they caught up to him. They caught up to him.
They had the angle, but that was 20 yards though.
Yes, he's going. Did I say he's a bust? No, I'm just saying.
I just said that was good.
Would you take Saquon over him if he was in the same draft?
Hey, bro, come on now.
All right, that's all
Saquon special. We said we didn't say. I said
all I said.
Our argument was that he wasn't special, and I said with the right line he could be special.
Steve-O, who are we talking about at Oregon? We are talking about what's this guy's name?
Tulele?
His name was Matteo Ule. Ugalele.
Spell that out. Is UAGALE.
UIAGALELEI. Right. Full of that. MONE but Y. Ain't this some ish? Pull up the CADILLAC AC blows and peep those.
Hey, throw it back to that good old shot town.
Man. Good old no problem, B-Dog. No, Matteo Ule, they have us picked to get him at 18 as it stands right now. Who else is another considered? Let's see, position ranking.
Well, you can go around that because obviously you're going to have some people going up with the Jets having 3 number 1 picks. They're going to go up and move up. So you're going to look at some of the defensive players that are high that's going to drop down because you got a lot of teams that are looking for quarterback help, which always throws off those mid-round guys, those 8 to 12 guys.
Yeah.
They always push those down a little bit.
Shout out to King Booker World in the building. Peter Woods is the number 2 ranked defensive player. The thing is that goddamn Ruben Bane really stands out over everybody else. They have him rated like 90, 93, and then everybody's like 89, 89.3, 89.5. Kedrick Falk is another defensive player that's 6'6", 285 pounds. Very large human being.
Very large human being.
Very large human being coming out of Auburn. I like SEC guys. Peter Woods out of Clemson is the number 2 guy. He's 6'3", 315 pounds. He's
the tackle. He's a D tackle.
Big boy.
Big dig tackle.
Excuse me?
No, said big dig tackle.
TJ Parker is the 4th ranked defensive player coming out of. He's also at Clemson.
Who's that?
TJ Parker. He's a 6'3", 265. He's more of a lean, strategic, prototypical defensive end.
Ohio State don't have no ends coming out this year?
That's Oklahoma. No. Ohio State has Caden McDaniel, defensive tackle, 6'3", 326 pounds. Let's see. Caden McDonald has, what did they say? What are the notes on this guy? They got him at 82%, 87. You know, sounds tackling 70%, pass rush 71. But they say he's really good on the run. He's really good. 99% they got him on that run.
Oh, that means he's a run stuffing.
Yeah, run stopper right there. They have him compared to Nazir Stackhouse, Mozzie Smith, and Fabian Lovelet. So Mozzie Smith came out of Michigan, I think, last year.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Go back to his strengths.
Let's see what his strengths are. Strengths are elite space eater who routinely occupies double teams and still makes plays through multiple blockers. Like that. Devastating anchor strength allows him to hold the point against any center guard combination in football and collapses the pocket from inside with sheer power, creating nowhere for quarterbacks to step up. Shows incredible play strength to literally throw 315-pound centers aside like they're blocking sleds. Ooh, I like that.
Oh, I like that. I like that. That sounds like a little mean streak.
I like that. Breeze Nation, are there any other defensive players that you guys want us to take a look at? Shout out to El Nino as we were breaking down Mr. Ruben. Weaknesses. Limited arm length restricts his tackle radius and makes disengaging from skilled technicians more difficult. And his pass rush arsenal remains underdeveloped with predictable moves that NFL linemen will diagnose quickly. And he has an inconsistent first-step quickness shows up on the film despite flashes of elite get-off ability. Shout out to Cache in the building. Shout out to Cache.
I don't know. He sounds good, bro. It sounds like a guy that's gonna be around where we potentially gonna be picking. But I think for me, we need more. Let's this guy we picked up is just otherworldly all of a sudden. I think to me we need more edge help than D tackle help.
How about this? This is what we're gonna do.
What we're gonna do, Joe.
What we're gonna do?
You want Tiffany? Yeah.
What we're gonna do is
why do you love that so much?
Because it just builds suspense. It keeps the people going. What we're gonna do is look up Mr. Dennis Allen and where the years that he coached, especially in I think it was the Raiders as well as the Saints, and just look at the personnel that he had and see what kind of guys fit what he wants. Because you're a creature of habit. You know, I get what you're saying. You know, you got talent, you got to make it fit. Yeah, when you're special, you figure out how to make that talent work. But you got a whole scheme that you need. I need guys that fit, my scheme so I can run this right.
I know, but that's the whole thing with coaching. Like for me, I understand you run your scheme, but for me, you got a coach has to be flexible. When they see talent, they should be able to adjust their scheme to use talent. I'm not saying use anybody. I'm talking about specific. If you got a talented guy, you should be able to use that guy.
All right, how about this? Because you're right. Okay, Dom Capers goes to the Packers. He's a good defensive coordinator for the Jacksonville Jaguars. He goes to Green Bay. They draft who? Clay Matthews Jr. Freaking problem. But who else did they sign that comes over from the Raiders? Who's the corner? From Michigan. Hall of Famer.
Yes. What's his name?
I can't remember.
Oh my God, what's his name? He got the little goatee thing. He played wide receiver and he went to cornerback and he played cornerback.
Now I can't. He won the Heisman.
Yeah.
God dang. Now I see his face. My point is, the scheme wasn't so much. Yes, they had the 3-4, but what's the name was Woodson? Charles Woodson.
Thanks,
yeah. Woodson was the anchor that made that defense pop. Now, yes, the D line is a problem, but every coach that comes in wants to. When Vic Fangio came in here, you had to get rid of all of the Lovey guys because now I need the guys to run my 3-4. Now I got to get linebackers that fit this system, or actually defensive ends that can put their hand in the ground and actually stand up a little bit. Everybody that run their scheme. The top guys, they're going to get guys that fit. So Dennis Allen needs his guys. You can't run this scheme that was running with a freaking Eberflus last year.
I hear you, but that's still to me.
You hear me, but you ain't listening.
I hear you, Jimmy. I hear you. I hear you, Jimmy.
All right, Jerry.
I hear you, Jimmy. But my point is, give or take, because everybody has their prototypical. I want, like when you with your wife, I want a 5'3", 36, 24, 36. But if you sit there a 5'4", 34, 26, 35, 37, hey man, that's close enough. I can work with that.
No, dog.
I can work with that.
That doesn't even make
sense. It is because you talk about one size different. You should be able to work with that.
One size different.
You should be able to work for that.
Okay, you said, what did you say? 5'3", 36, right?
Right. The perfect is 5'3", 36, 24, 36.
Okay. All right. So the point is that you have a preference for what you need. Okay.
That's the perfection, and you can deal with and enjoy just as much one size different. So my point is, the coach. My point is, the coach.
Chick come in, she 5 foot. What if she that 6'7" chick from Cuba?
See, that's different. That's different.
Hey,
different.
You gonna pass on that? No, not that's a little too tall. But 5'9", right? With that kind of build, all that type of. Come on, man.
That's my whole point. You can adjust your game plan to enjoy something.
Yeah,
so the coach should be able to.
It doesn't even make sense.
The coach should be able to use one.
No, it don't work like that.
He wants his prototypical. He should be able to use a defensive end that's a little bit around that and still be just as good. If he got skill, if they got skill. Hey man, that's just my mindset.
If he doesn't have the size to do what he wants him to do, it doesn't work. So
then you need to change. You need to play. Oh my God, what was that? That meme. You need to play the game to win. So Catfish, you need to change.
That is perfect analogy. I couldn't have said it better. He said, "Nah, Drew tripping. Coaches and their schemes are like people in their clothes when they lose a lot of weight. That's the whole point. You don't fit the scheme. If you lose weight, now your clothes are too big. You need it tailored to fit what you want." Shout out to Catfish, man.
I ain't tripping because the coaches got that scheme. But if I can do the same thing, and am I strong enough to be able to set the edge, whether I'm 250 or 270?
No, that's the point. You can't.
Who says? Who says a dude that's 250 is not just as strong as a dude that's 270?
You can't hold up.
Answer my question. No, answer my question. Is it 250? I was smaller and lifted more than a lot of dudes bigger than me. That means I'm stronger than them and I'm smaller than them.
Yeah, but
why doesn't that translate to why does that translate in his scheme? That's my point. You can
bench press all you want to, but you go up against a guy that's 6'5" and is 275 pounds, but you benching. What you call it? You don't have the center base.
But I'm saying if I'm stronger, I ain't talking just bench. If I'm stronger in general, like my legs, I can shoulder press, I can bench press, I can squat, I can squat.
And you was all big up top.
But if I am just as strong in total body mass, if I'm just as strong as somebody 20 pounds bigger, my point is, why can't you use me? If I'm just as strong.
The way is you use situational gameplay in other parts, but he is not a foundation of your defense because I need big guys to sit there and be able to gobble or go against freaking giant offensive linemen.
But not on the edge. I understand you in the middle.
The scheme works is that he needs bigger guys. The whole point is we just talked about 01. Keith Traylor and
but that's the middle. That's I understand you in the middle.
Phillip
on
Daniels
the edge.
Was big too. He was 6'5", like 280. They had big defensive ends because the linebackers. So Booker would be a better linebacker based off his size and speed. So you make him work.
I just can't do it because that's the same thing. But that goes to the same premise like Mike Martz. Mike Martz traded away soon to be Hall of Fame tight end instead of using him because he wanted big old blocking tight ends. And guess what? We let him go for nothing.
But you're talking about Mike Martz over the hill, trying to bring the greatest show on turf to the freaking frozen Soldier Field. Like
my point is that mindset. My point is that mindset
didn't work here. Yeah, but
that's the mindset I'm talking about.
Right. So you're saying that he should have kept him as a tight end. The problem is the way that his scheme worked, it didn't work because he wasn't fast enough. He needed really speedy guys. Azazir King, Torrey Holt, and Isaac Bruce, right? He needed a line to block to allow Jay Cutler to take 7 steps to find somebody. So
that's my point is that you making my point for me that he needed to adjust his system. So he says, hey, I got this pass catching guy that's almost just as fast as a wide receiver. Why don't I said almost. Why don't you adjust my system while I'm taking 5-step drops instead of 7? That's my whole point. That you should be able to adjust your system and have some flexibility to be able to do that. So if I got, so I'm saying, so let me see. Let me think of a smaller defensive end that was just cold, that would just had a lot of sacks. Let me see that.
Well, you're talking about the guy on the Colts, for example, undersized guy. What was the guy? It was a dynamic duo. It was the two. They were both Dwight Freeney,
yes,
and
the other guy.
But he was stout though. Dwight Freeney was like 6'2", 260 something. He was like Aaron Donald, a wide body guy. You have the build that can do that. I like Catfish's comment. He said, I used to play football. I was never the biggest guy. Strength and technique does not work every time. If the scheme is designed for you to hold your own, but your size says you can't. And that's the thing. Austin, even at this comment, Austin Booker's 22. I'm not saying I like Austin Booker. He just needs to add 20-some pounds. That's why I didn't like Leonard Floyd. Leonard Floyd was an undersized, 230-pound, wiry defensive end. He
was one trick pony for me.
Yeah, and you brought him in at the 8th, 9th pick. He was not impactful. He got decent because Khalil Mack was on the other side. He was okay because he goes to the Rams where they got a really good defensive line, so he was able to do something.
My mindset is a little bit different because I have always been undersized, but I had heart and I had guts that I played a lot bigger and I did a lot of bigger things that as a smaller person, the bigger things could do.
You can have all the heart you want, but after a while, when you get pushed back because you're tired because you can't stand up to all that. Nobody's denying heart. Nobody's denying that you can have some talent. But when you talking about going down,
that was a shank. Yeah, that was a big shank.
Baki had the prime example with Joel saying, Drew, is that Roquan Smith in Flu's defense, he was a good because he was talented, but he didn't fit a 4-3. He was better at a 3-4. I think actually I kind of disagree with that. Roquan could have played either or. They just don't want to pay him.
To me, that's skill. I ain't not talking about skill. I'm talking about mine is more as that size and skill. My argument is more size and skill. That if you're a skilled player, your coach should be able to scheme you. Like maybe you're not playing every down, but you coming in on obvious pass rushing downs where you should be able to scheme me a spot to use my skill set and not just leave me inactive. That's more what I'm saying is that you should be able to scheme on 3rd and 10.
Well, yeah,
for me to come in and make an impact. Well, I'm not saying that he has to be an every down defensive end, but he should be able to scheme me in and be used.
Yeah, but that's kind of what you were insinuating.
Not every down. No. I'm talking about being used, period.
Yeah, but
because the only reason why he in now is because everybody's hurt.
Roquan didn't suck at the 4-3. Roquan was doing pretty good. What are you talking about? He sucked in the cover 2 4-3 because he wasn't rangy like what you call it. I don't think
Sanborn?
He sucked.
Sanborn was in
Sanborn was a tackling guy.
Yeah. So that my thing was not my point. Maybe I need to clarify. It wasn't for him to play every down. My point was that he should have a role. That he should be
different.
Yeah. That's that. Okay, let me specify my point. That he should been having more of a role. Ooh, that's a big stick.
Was that Bowers? No,
yeah. That was made it. What's wrong with Bowers? Is he hurt again?
No, he was playing. 3rd and 9, by the way. We totally been talking about all this other stuff while we watching
this game has not been that good.
It was anyways.
Yeah.
James, see, this is the thing. To James, maybe to Drew's point.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. James Harrison, way undersized, but he was so massive and powerful that you had to play him because he was going to be a problem. That's my point. Good.
But his body size, he was equally a problem. That man had the mass of the upper body with the lower body. So it wasn't like you could just push this guy around.
But that was the same thing with Aaron Donald. It was his height.
No, but Aaron Donald.
Come on, pass the ball, Gino. There we go. There we go, Brock.
There's a big pass to Brock Bowers to the on the left side as they get it. Was it maybe about 25-yard catch?
That's what I said, man. The Denver, if they don't turn it on, they're gonna be in trouble. But yeah, but that was my point. Yeah, like James Harrison, like Aaron Donald, those people that's undersized, they're not the prototypical size that they still make impacts. Like I'm not saying that Austin Booker or someone of his size needs to be the every down defensive end. My point is that they should have a role. You should be able to amend your defense and have flexibility in your defense to use a skill. Like I got a pass rushing 6'4", 260 guy. Okay, bring him in on a certain sub package to make him usable.
Yes,
that's all I'm saying.
Yes, but at first you were more leaning that he should have just been an anchor on that line. And I'm saying that he's not the size that fits that. That's not what he wants. They may have a role for him. But at the end of the day, Dennis Allen's going to get some guys that fit his freaking scheme. The thing is, even with James Harrison, even with John Randall, those guys built themselves up where it's when you got a motor and you built the muscle and the strength to do it, and it's even. The issue with, say, someone like a Booker or Leonard Floyd is that these are rangy, smaller guys with speed. And what they need are guys that have a little bit of mass that can actually
dirty.
go up
Why
against.
You gonna put an elbow on the dude's face? That's a little dirty, 97.
And even the Steve-O, Booker obviously is in year 2. He's going to gain weight. And so we don't know if there was an issue of him not knowing, did he not understand his assignment, why he didn't play earlier? But he definitely made an impact when he got on the field last week. And I would love to see him do more of that. And maybe him and Tryon and these other guys can figure out to do some type of rotational to have some type of impact. Man, I'm getting hungry, man. LBC Robbie in the building. Shout out our LA correspondent, LBC Robbie. He said they're looking good here. The Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders are looking good. They're moving the ball down the field, but they keep getting hit with some of these penalties that's kind of stalling their drives. But is this going on the defense? Oh, going on defense. They said Denver shouldn't have wore them old school Denver uniforms. They should have run the new ones.
Knowledge Untamed said, well, Dennis Allen is very smart. He can run a 3-4 front on one side, 4-3 front on the other side. He runs a 4-6 bear when Brisker and Gordon are healthy. So to your point, Drew, he is making the best of what he has. And the thing is that right now, we don't have the D-line he really wants.
Of course,
we have a secondary.
So we don't have the D-line that we want.
We don't have the D-line we want. Yeah. But we have secondary. We have some linebackers. So we do have to make the best of what we have. We're number 1 in interceptions. So something's happening. We just want to
what? That was the bad Pete Carroll, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That was a horrible play call by Pete Carroll.
Is you got any? No, I don't want red snapper. I'm kind of burnt out of that. Well, we gotta eat something. Yeah, King Booker World. We don't know what the heck that was.
That was a bad call. Maybe they just knew they was going on. They gave up. Down.
They didn't even block. It was just
I told you the offensive line for Oakland is trash, and then they lost. Then they lost. They lost a guy. They lost. I think they tackled on the last drive.
You're gonna try to drum. Oh, they're going for it. Whoop! And they get the wow. No, you know what? I bet you it's
legal shift. No, I think it's a legal shift.
Oh wow! They didn't hit the quarterback.
No, that's legal shift.
El Nino wants to know. El Nino. He wants to know what's your prediction for the game this weekend. I got him 31-17. I think, Drew, you had him 30.
I had 34-21.
You gave him too much love. Too much love.
I got Jackson Dart playing decent. And I think the Bears always, to me, in my perception, the Bears always let these rookie quarterbacks or these backup quarterbacks always play well. So I think you're going to play well, but I think the offense is clicking now.
Knowledge already has his draft. He says, I think the Bears got to draft the defensive end first round, nose tackle second round, running back third round, and final left tackle round 4. Drew Bowery from Boston College, just like Ozzie on the left side. I would almost go with what you're saying, Knowledge, but I would go defensive end, maybe a nose tackle in the second round, but I would go left tackle in the third round. I don't think I need to take another running back in the third round, just like
I don't know.
that.
No. I don't take a third round either. I'd say the Bears have to go DN or stud DT in the first round. I think we do the opposite in the second round, and in the third round, I would like to draft a safety potentially, and or a tackle, because I don't know what they're gonna do with. See, that's the thing, because they tried Ozzie on the left side, he didn't work out, so now he's on the right side, and they haven't really said if he's been playing on the left side in practice. So I don't know what they're gonna do, because of why would you why they have to keep him. So now they got to figure out what they're gonna do with Ozzie, because your boy playing really well. Darnell's playing really well now on the right side. So now you want to sign him, and now Ozzie can't be his replacement. Well, so that's so really confusing now on the potential.
Maybe I would do this: a defensive impact player number one,
and
maybe a tackle in the second round again. But see, we don't know what the offseason is going to hold. There might be a situation where there's a cap casualty, and
what I don't want though.
Just how we got Joe Tooney, we might.
What I don't want though.
What?
I don't want another off-season Super Bowl. I do. No, I don't want an off-season Super Bowl, because we always say that we winners of the off-season. We winners of the free agents.
We're 5-3.
We winners of the free agents. I don't want to do that, because that leads to false hope.
No, but it's not. We've made improvement every year. When Poles got here, took over the team. From where we are now, we're literally knocking on the door of actually contending for our division in the NFC. Hilarious.
But I don't want to be that. I want to build for longevity success.
We're not. First of all, the offseason this coming up year is not going to be as exciting, because this team is pretty much built. Outside of us, if we got Trey Hendrickson, for example, that would be like, oh my God!
And we win the offseason thing again.
Yeah, but that's cool. We did not win the 2024 offseason, Crimson. Yes, we did.
Yes, we did. We
improved the offensive line. Right, we drafted freaking a tight end. We definitely did.
Dude, for the last couple years, for the last couple years, we have been 2 years in a row been labeled the offseason winners.
So knowledge is telling us that there's not a lot of left tackles. So.
Right tackle is deep. We did look at that off show. The right tackles is
to you. Yeah, I get that, Crimson, but technically, no, we did not lose. I mean, we should definitely. Who I wanted? I wanted Jim Harbaugh. I didn't want Stinking Fluke. You should have definitely got rid of that clown. Let's see. V-Dog says, do you have a problem with the Tampa 2 styles of whole, Joel, or is your annoyance with their lack of knowledge about anything else, meaning you want a coordinated versus many different defenses? No. First of all, I didn't have a problem with the Tampa 2 because I've seen the Tampa 2 win. We had the Tampa 2 here.
Tampa 2 does win.
If the Tampa 2 worked, cool. And actually, to a degree, we just didn't have all the players that we needed to really make it work. If we bring in a 4-3, it's traditional. I'm fine with that too. We just need the players that work. We had a 3-4. I've seen us have a 3-4. You just got to get the players that fit. And it sounds like Dennis Allen runs more of a 4-3 kind of heavy. He needs big defensive linemen. So no, I didn't have a problem. The only thing I didn't like with Tampa 2 was the bend don't break deal.
That's the problem with the Tampa 2. And you got to have, like a lot of other defenses, you got to have skilled players. In the Tampa 2, you have to have not only skilled players, but you have to have skilled players with a specific size. And you need a quick
defensive lineman to shoot those gaps, which is why you had smaller defensive players. That's why Javon Dexter ain't even working, because they done flipped this dude all the way around.
And then you had to have a certain linebacker. You had to have a certain safety.
Exactly. So, what we see.
So you had to have all of these things besides skill.
You needed a linebacker that can roam. That's why. What was the rest?
Briggs.
No. For Tampa, it was Derek Brooks. Derek Brooks was your linebacker that could run all over the field, which was like Urlacher. You had Warren Sapp, who was your Hall of Fame defensive tackle, and then you had John Lynch. We had that until Mike Brown got hurt.
Yeah, but I'm talking about after the years after, where we still tried to run that, and we couldn't get the players in that.
We never got the safety. If we had got like Earl Thomas that one year, if we had gotten any of the defensive safeties that came out, we never got that guy. Like
Which is my
Tampa
point.
too.
Which is my point, because you have to have not only skill, but you got to have skill and the fit and finish.
Well,
that
so you do need a fit
and finish.
So you needed somebody to fit the scheme.
Fit and finish.
So you need somebody to fit the scheme.
Fit and finish.
Hey, Breeze Nation, did we not catch him?
No, we didn't.
You got to fit the scheme, right?
No. I was talking about for you. No, I'm talking about for the Tampa too. I didn't want Tampa too.
We know, but in Tampa 2, you need players to what? Fit the scheme.
But we don't run Tampa 2, so you should be able to hybrid after that. My point is,
we don't those players.
But we don't run Tampa 2. So in Dennis Allen's non-Tampa 2 defense, he should have flexibility. In Tampa 2, there is no flexibility.
Why would I? That's like when Mel Tucker took over the Bears. And even though he tried to run it, he's not versed in that. That is not his scheme. You have muscle memory of things. I've been doing this defense for years. There's certain plays I know to play. I know what plays work for this. So no, the whole point is that you run your scheme. And eventually I'm going to get the guys I need. Right now, I'm going to make the best of what I have.
But what if they're not available?
Then you have to acclimate.
Because which is my point. You have to acclimate. You have to change.
I'm not running the cover 2.
Because
I got to do the best of what you just said. I'm going to use some guys that can kind of fit until I get the guys I really need up in here. So, no, I think that we got to get guys that they need, and which is the guys they end up signing.
Bro, what? Geno Smith is very interesting. This game is kind of weird.
Simeon Rice was a dog.
Oh, he was a dog. Oh, my God. I remember him coming
Well, he was I think he was Arizona, and then he went over to
No, he came out of Illinois, didn't he?
College he did, but I'm saying he played in Arizona and then he went to Tampa, and he showed up that dang D line.
Yeah, he was a dog.
Yeah, I just think that now there are
big dummy, you stepped out of bounds. How do you not know where you are on the sideline?
Now, to your point, a guy like Myles Garrett, that's a guy that transcends all defense. He could play a 3-4, he could play a 4-3. He's going to be a guy that's a disruptor regardless. So if you can get a guy like that, great. But that's usually the number 1, number 2 picks in the draft.
Bro, that is why the Raiders suck. How are you not knowing where you are on the field? Step out of bounds, not by like a fraction of a toe. We're talking about a half a foot.
We're talking about a toe, a pinky toe. Drew, they 2'6". That's why they don't know.
Yeah, man, but they got to be better than that. That's ridiculous.
I am hungry. I need something to eat.
Oh, that was a bad reverse. He sniffed that all out. Bonito, I like him. Bonito is rangy, bro. He can rush the passer and he's a good tackler. I like him. Denver's defense is ridiculous, man. That's the why they a lot of
one of sacks.
Yeah, that's why they allowed to come back and have mid quarterback play into the third or fourth quarter, because their defense is just that good. It's crazy
work. Yeah, well, they're number 1 in sacks. Like they're a problem. That's so funny. Like, would you expect Denver to be doing that as well as the Colts to be like one of the top teams in the AFC?
I didn't think the Colts were going to be that good, but they were missing a quarterback for a long time. That's why they thought Anthony Richardson was going to be such a transistent player, but he ended up being cheeks.
I just think, like, for some reason, people don't have patience to allow people to build their programs up. Like Pete Carroll right now, you can say, "Oh, he sucks." It's his first year trying to get this team established.
Is he hurt? Did he hurt his shoulder? Oh, Bonito hurt his shoulder. That's no good.
Oh, I had Chipotle. I had the last of my Chipotle. Derek Thomas from Kansas City was Hall of Fame. He was a dog. Derek Thomas was a problem.
Oh, he was. He had range and he could rush the passer.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see the. Whoa! Oh, is that Hafunga? Yes, I got him in one of my leagues somewhere.
Oh, for fantasy purposes?
For fantasy purposes, that's a sack. I'll take it.
And he said he's looking at the running back. No, you should have threw the ball. You knew they had a zero. They had zero. They had a zero blitz.
The Mostert didn't even see him.
Oh, he sure didn't. Oh,
that's all Mostert.
Yeah, he didn't even move, bro. Maybe he was hid. And he just put his hands down, bro. He's like, "What are you doing?"
Knowledge Untamed sounded like he was a hooper. Talking about 24.7 assists and 4 boards.
Oh, playing against Shaw Livingston?
I never seen a guy tear both of his knees at the same time. That is crazy.
He was. I did feel bad for him, but he had a decent second half of his career afterwards with the Clippers when he started coming off the bench.
Yeah, but he wasn't who he.
Oh, he definitely wasn't what he was, but but it was better than some of the other people that had really bad knees.
He was a contributor.
Yeah,
he was a contributor. Oh, I don't want chicken.
See, King Booker, that's the same thing, man. Chip Kelly and what was a boy named Tom Brady? They are not on the same page because Las Vegas offense is not hitting.
Ooh, I haven't had Harold's in God knows how long.
Harold's does pretty good.
Let's do some Harold's. I had that in December of last year? I feel like you almost got to pick it up because you don't want that cold chicken. You know what? I might order this and go get it because we don't have anything to go with this.
What do you mean?
You want to go? You want to get it up? You want to get it, or you want me to have it delivered? What you want to do? Because we don't have anything. Oh, do we have lemonade?
You got like a little bit. Yeah, it's a little lemonade in there.
All right, then I'll just Uber eat it then. Boop. You want Harold's?
Yeah, we can get some Harold's. I'll give you some good old gizzards.
Mild sauce on everything.
Hey, man.
You want the same thing? 6 wings, mild sauce?
No, I just about to tell you. I said I want some gizzards. I'm about to text you what I want.
Oh. I think I can share. Hold on, do a group order.
Okay, well then send it to me then.
I'm going to invite you.
Okay, invite me to your group order, sir.
There it is. Invite.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
He said, yes, sir. I was a way better street player, but played some D1 at SIU a year. I smoked a lot of weed, rolling on the floor.
Hey, man.
You know, I was I was one of the late bloomer guys. Like, you know, in high school, I mean, I played basketball. I went on the team, and then you go up against your other guys, and you see how fast and strong everybody is. Because I was like, what was I, 5'10", 5'11" in high school?
Something like that.
I grew a little bit more after I got out of school. But by the time I was like 19, 20, by the time between 19 to 22, between I was 19 to 22 years old or 23, I actually developed my game. I had a pretty good jump shot, man, where I could play with some of the, I was playing like the semi-pro guys. You know, you go up to like LA Fitness or what was that spot over there, St. James Health and Wellness? And I mean, I used to hoop with the overseas guys, and one of the guys like Antoine Hall that played for in high school. He went to Hillcrest and he got drafted. I think he got drafted by like Orlando. And it just made me mad because it was like I was good enough to play with him. And it was just like, all right, pass me the ball. And he hitting half court shots. I'm like, I can hit the shot too. I get the shot.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I could jump, I could dunk, I could do all that stuff. And then when I was 32, I ended up tweaking my back, tweaked my hip, and strained this ligament. And I ain't been right ever since. And me and Drew, I used to put the football guys together. We used to play some tackle football in our 20s. And we used to have a lot of fun doing all that stuff. Now it says my brain sounds like bros right now. Harold's delivers to Peoria. V-Dog said, yo, Joe, I want a hardball first also, but I'm sold on Ben Johnson because he has a proven track record of success as OC. And second, from what we've seen, he turns the trash culture around immediately. I did hoop against R. Kelly.
We did.
I did.
We used to hoop with him against him. What was it?
You weren't there on that day with him.
I hooped to him not that day. I hooped with him another day.
Oh, I hooped against R. Kelly.
No, it was a Lifetime. What was that place in Sherville?
Oh, you talking about Omni?
Yes, I hooped with him at the Omni.
I hooped with him. So this dude shows up at LA Fitness. Funny story, right? We played every Thursday, like forever. And so what it was is that he used to hoop over in Orland at Lifetime.
Yes. Orland's Lifetime.
Lifetime. So they're like all, 24 hours, whatever they are. He got kicked out because he would bring an entourage, and I guess after a while he got kicked out. So mind you, we work out, we hoop every Thursday. Me and my guys, like Steve sitting on all these dudes, we hooping, all that. We run the court. Got some good runs. So one day there's a sign on the door. Reserve gym for what you call
about? Chaos could hoop, man. He was a gun.
Let me get to it. Let me get to it. I can give you the abbreviated story or I can give you the real story. Well, okay, let's just get the abbreviated story. No, because what was funny was, pissed me off was, they took the gym and said this is reserved for private whatever. I'm like, nah, this is a club. You can't take over the gym. So we let it happen, right? And all you heard was these rumors. R. Kelly. I was like, get that guy out of here. His cousin comes in. And so we're all playing, and they start picking guys. And so they come in, and they basically move us all out of the gym. And they picked a couple guys. They picked Norman. I'm like, Norman? Over me? I said, get that guy out of here.
Wow.
So they got the bodyguard to stand out front. It was a white cop with a bad haircut. He had that bad, them jokers that don't have no sideburns, that right. Bad cut.
Yeah.
And R. Kelly comes running in like he's in a boxing match. Like he got the entourage and all this stuff. And I was like, this dude is so extra. He comes in and we're looking around and I'm looking in the window, right? And we're seeing him warm up and he shoots like this.
He's so bad, bro.
I was like, this dude is trash. Whatever, man. Nobody cares about no freaking R. Kelly. So we go do our workouts, do our set, whatever. We lost. We didn't hoop that night. The next week, come back. Same thing. I said, bump that. You're not taking over my Thursday night. So I poop up here for at least a year or two. So now it turns into, I'm on some Attica stuff like, hell no, we won't go. Hell, the manager comes in. Sir,
touchdown by Denver. Hold on a second. Touchdown by Denver.
Time out for Denver.
Yes. Back in tie game. Go ahead, Joe. Continue your story.
So I'm raising all kinds of, I'm not getting out of here. The manager comes in. Sir, we was just, no, I'm a paying member. I'm not leaving anywhere. So the R. Kelly cousin come back in again. And this time they're like, look, I was like, look, we just want to hoop. They said, fine. So at the end of the day, we started hooping. So he brings in the whole entourage. It's little girls, old dude, all of them lined up.
He bring his crew.
He brought a whole crew come in here. And what's funny was, his guys, his team comes in. They all right. One guy's, doing some layups. All right. And then he proceeds to bring in the tallest human I've ever hooped up against. I mean, this dude had to duck under the door to come inside. It was just like, holy crap. So Kels comes in, and now I'm seeing him in person. First of all, I thought the dude was a lot taller.
No.
He's basically 6 feet.
Yes.
I thought his joke was like 6'3".
No,
he's not that tall.
I hooped with him at the Omni. So
he's playing around. He's throwing up that ugly one-handed shot. Oh, my God. I'm like, this dude's a freaking joke. So we're playing. We're back and forth. I'm guarding him on defense. He plays off of me. He plays off of me and they go to zone when I'm on offense. So we coming down. I try to break through to get the ball out, whatever. So every time if he scored, he was slow. He'd come in and do this layup, and then his whole team was like, yeah.
I know, bro. I told you it was horrible, man.
Or he'd be in the back, and then he would be like, hey, yo, the dude, one of the guys was kind of nice. Hurling the ball up and has to throw it back to half court.
Yep.
And then the other guy, yo, he has to throw it back to half court. And R. Kelly throws up this ugly shot. Brick. Why does this dude get hot? He's now hitting those them same shots. Now he's hitting this half court shot now.
He does.
I'm like, I gotta stick this dude.
Yeah, bro. He did the same thing when I was hooping with him at the Omni. Bro, everybody on his team couldn't shoot. They had to pass him the ball. I'm like, dude, you ain't even that good.
So now we're going back and forth. It's like 15-15. We're going to 16. I'm sticking him. He comes around to the left. Boop, I pop the ball right out of him.
Foul.
Running down the court. I'm like, I'm about to win this and get these dudes off the court. I go for the layup to win the game. Foul. No, dog. I didn't foul you, dude. That's a foul. No, dog. I didn't foul you, dude.
Of course it is. He
cheated. Called it back. I said, you know what? You can have it. We'll do it again. They ended up hitting a shot or something and win the game 16-15. I was so mad. So what's funny was he walking out the LA Fitness. This is over in Tinley Park. And he's like, yeah, man, I'm 43 mother effing years old. I'm 43, man. Tell everybody in the hood about me. Tell everybody in the hood. I'm like, Kels, this is Tinley Park, dog. We're not in the hood. I literally said that. We walked out because it was closing the whole spot out. And then they hopped in the head like that Maybach. He had like that 03, that first generation Maybach. It was so funny, man.
Yeah.
Anyways,
all right, make sure the order went in.
I got you. Let's see what we got. Yeah, no, well, we hooped against our Kelly.
Yeah, hooped to him. Somebody said hooped to him against the Omni, and it was bad because he wanted everybody. He used to run and gun, come down, shoot up half court shots, and it was like, bro, that you trash. But I'm like, you know what? Everybody used to let him do because everybody was trying to get on music wise and his entourage, so people used to just let him do whatever. But he was decent, but he was not really good at all.
I remember him pulling up in a Lamborghini behind Forest Trail and Park Forest. It was all black, and it was like a scene out of something. Like he just came out like woo, like he almost like Ghost ride the whip. You know, that wasn't a term back then, but he just pulled up, you know, just hot dogging and all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Best open gym players were way better. Rockford or Champaign, Bloomington. Somewhere we had an open gym. Coaches from college watching, they said, D up that kid. I'm going to dominate that MF.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. All right, food is on order. Anybody play anybody notable? Anybody ever get a chance to hoop up, go to like, remember the IIT?
Oh, yeah. I used to hoop with, when I was in my first year of college, I used to hoop with, Quentin Richardson.
Oh, that's right. You went to DePaul.
Yeah. I was hooping with them.
Bobby Simmons,
Lance.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hooped with all them at freshman year of college.
The Gardens and Robins. I think I know about it. Dude, I remember I went to that one of them IIT games. I seen Kevin Garnett, Antoine.
Oh, you talking about IIT? You talking about the Pro-Am?
Yeah, the Pro-Am.
The Pro-Am. The Pro-Am was some of the best hooping.
Kevin Garnett.
Some of the best hoopers ever at the Pro-Am. I remember that.
Every bit of 6'11". I mean,
yes, sir.
Jesus Christ. It was like it was like stilts walking in.
Yeah.
But him and Antoine Walker, they was going back and forth. It was like, yada. Da, da, da,
bro, they had skill, bro. They had skill.
Yeah. Word on the street made it sound like R. Kelly was worthy of being on the same court as MJ, even if it was just a scrimmage.
Not even close, bro.
Nah, you know, I mean, mind you, when we played him, he's 43 years old. So I don't know if.
No, he didn't. He was 43. No, I played him when I was like 18.
I'm telling you the story I told you. He literally said I'm 43.
No, I played him when he was in his 20s and 30s.
Well, remember, he was decent enough because he played the CBA or something. Him, Master P made it to.
No, Master P was good.
Master P made it to the Toronto Raptors.
Now, Master P was good because he made it actually to, like you said, to the NBA team. R. Kelly wasn't that good.
He was. I want to say it was a continental. He was playing. You know who was cold that can hoop? Brian McKnight.
Really?
Brian McKnight had bounce. He could shoot. Brian McKnight was incredible. You know who else who was Chris freaking Brown?
Yeah, I know Chris Brown. I know Chris Brown.
Nice. Chris Brown is nice. Was it Charlotte?
Yeah, played for Charlotte.
I thought he got to Toronto.
No, it was Charlotte.
I promise you, I thought he made it to Charlotte. You gotta look it up. Look it up.
Yeah, the internet don't lie. Yes, it does.
I believe everything the internet says. Make them say, nah.
Nah, Master P could hoop.
Yeah, right. Nino, Kevin Garnett and them playing at the hoops. See, you hear about that stuff, but I remember hoops was a big deal when I was that was like the late 90s. Master P basketball. Let's see. According to Wikipedia, let's see what they say. Let's see. Where's it at?
Oh, Matteo Jordan. I heard he can hoop too.
I don't know about that. I never heard that.
No, I heard he can hoop too.
So in '98, he joined Fort Wayne Fury of the CBA, backup guard. He was on the Charlotte Hornets training camp roster for 10 days. Invited to participate with Ricky Davis' father.
I remember he played in the exhibition game. He didn't make it.
That fall, he was on the Toronto Raptors training camp roster. He scored 8 points in one preseason game and was dropped before the season began. I remember. I told you. I thought he was on 10.
Yeah, but he was Charlotte too. Which I remember he was Charlotte. So he played with both in the preseason, but he didn't make it to the start day roster. But you still got to be good enough to make it to training camp.
AJ Guy was a nice player. Wasn't he a shooting guard? According to knowledge obtained.
He had good defense, I remember.
I thought AJ Guyton.
Yeah, I remember he had good defense. He was like a 6'5" guard.
Is it him or I'm thinking somebody else? You know, I just walked in. I saw Melvin freaking Eli.
You saw Melvin Eli?
At Home Depot a few weeks
Big
ago.
6'7" dude.
No, 6'10", 6'11".
No, when we was in high school together, he was only 6'7".
No, Melvin Eli was like 6.
No, when we was in school together, he was only like 6'7".
When did you go to school with Melvin Eli? He went to Thornton.
No, he was
Streets was 6'3" that went to school.
No,
with us.
Melvin Eli was at us for a year, but he left. He was. Melvin Eli went to South for a minute. No, Ty Streets was yours. I came after he left.
Melvin Eli's older than us.
No, he's not. He's younger than us.
No, he's not. That's Thornton. That was the team that went down the state with Napoleon Harris, Melvin Eli, Ty Streets. No.
Oh, he is. You're right. So what's the other guy? What's the guy that came?
What, you talking about like DeMarcus or Brandon Bright, all of them?
No, he came in. He transferred from the city, and he transferred in my senior year. And he was like 6'7".
6'10". Yeah, Melvin.
Yeah. No, I'm thinking of the other guy. I can't remember his name because he transferred from the city. I thought his name was Melvin Eli.
Nino Brown, is that the two twin towers from King you talking about? I got to reach out to Tash. I got his number. I'd like to get him on the show just to talk some football and stuff like that.
I cannot remember his name because he came in my senior year. He transferred from the city. He came in and was like 6'7". He was actually pretty good too.
Man, I swear I thought I was.
But he was lazy though.
I just knew I was gonna be 6'4". I just knew
it. I thought I was gonna be taller too.
Well, you did get taller. I was taller than you for most of our teenage years, and all of a sudden you got past
junior
me.
year. I shot up.
I was mad. I was like,
but I thought I was gonna be taller because my uncle is 6. Even though I'm like 6'2" and some change, I'm a 6'3". My uncle was 6. My uncle was like 6'4" and some change, and then I got another uncle that was really tall. But then I had uncles that were short.
Yeah, we talk. You know what? Fine. You want to hear about our football stories? I was like the I was like the Deion Sanders of our.
Nah, I ain't saying that, man. You know, I ain't gonna trip. My mom, I played football, but then my mom didn't let me continue it because she was
in the mug, Joe.
But I was good. That's the point I was getting to. Let me finish my story, sir.
Sorry.
Thank you. Quit. You know what? Fine. Take over, Mr. Holt.
I know you're not talking. Football, 3rd and 14, second quarter.
We're talking, but this game has not been good.
Steps back, runs up to the pocket, and extends the play, throws a number 14 as he gets the first down. They're trying to hurry up offense with a minute 10 to go.
Oh, my Jesus. Shortest boy being 6'6". Oh, I envy your family.
I'm shortest boy in my family. God dang.
That's why I said I envy your gene pool.
Jesus Christ.
I did. Could you imagine me and my brother being 6'6"?
Well, my little brothers are literally little brothers. They're like 5'6" and 5'5". So I was always the big one. I'm 6 feet. So it was like I always been pretty much, especially in my immediate family. But my uncle, I got uncles and cousins that are over 6 something.
Joe was a DB. When we played, Joe was a DB. I was the quarterback.
And I was a receiver. I was not tackling with nobody like that.
No, Joe was all about the interception, bro. Joe didn't tackle. Joe was all about the interception.
I did truck stick. What's the name? I was proud. I was like, I got him. I got him. No, I was a receiver and a quarterback. But afterwards, I wanted to switch to quarterback because I actually like playing quarterback. Now, I was really good. College was a whole nother level. NBA a whole nother level than that. I grew up the only white dude on the court, which helped. Now I was telling you're white. Oh, that's cool. What happened to you mean Jaleel Okafor?
Oh, he went to the league. He just was too slow.
Oh, you're saying Okafor. Didn't he come to the NBA?
Yeah, Joe Okafor. He played for the Sixers for many years.
And the Lakers. And Sixers, right?
I don't know if he played for the Lakers. I know he definitely played for the Sixers.
He just
he
gave up.
He was too slow. That's when the game changed away from the big man.
Jaleel Okafor.
Ooh, hit it. Get him. Oh,
Nix.
Throwing
it up. And
interception. You return it.
And
return it. Come on now. Get some blocking.
He's going to get popped. Whoop, that was it.
Oh, what's a face mask? Oh no, they got him by the shirt, up there by the shirt.
I think he just gave up.
No, he was too slow to play and he couldn't shoot the three. That's when the big man had to shoot the three to get any playing time.
6'10", 270. He was third overall by the 76ers. I thought he got traded to the
Yeah, that pass. King Booker, that pass was stupid. Into double coverage.
Running. He went to the Nets afterwards. Then the Pelicans. He's still playing. This joker's he's been overseas. He's in the Levenga Hokkaido. That's with the Shenzhen Lions in 2023.
That's the Japan League.
Yeah, he was Mexico City. After he left the league in 2022 with the Shenzhen Lions. He's just getting money. He's not even trying to really play like that.
No, it's some good basketball overseas.
Yeah, he's just getting paid. He's just.
It's not the NBA, but it's definitely. Oh, Gino down the field. Oh my God! He should have had that. That was right off his hands.
Or hit the hands.
If it hit the hands, you're supposed to catch it.
Jahlil Okafor is in the Japan League. He's in the Levenga Hokkaido currently right now.
Oh man, Rome finally spoke out about what his dad said.
What did he say?
He said, "My dad don't speak for me." He said that was his post on social media, his prerogative, but I don't speak for me.
My prerogative. I mean,
I was wondering when he was gonna come out, but that was just way too. To me, it took a whole week for it to come out.
It's lame. Like, shut up. Like, what are you going? What? Rome is going to get traded? Be quiet, man. This dude got catches every. He has one bad game, and now you want to complain that he can't be there. Like, I appreciate you sticking up for your son, but sometimes Joker's just delusional. You gotta be realistic, you know. You gotta be realistic.
Hey, man, I hear that.
As we're winding down for this first half of the Raiders and Broncos game.
This has been a real barn burner.
This has been very exciting.
Very, very exciting. We talk so much about everything except for the game because it's been just that exciting of a game.
Now, Asante said, Rome should have said, I've been dropping balls early. It's on me. Take accountability.
Of course I'm not going to say that. Because even though that pass was slightly behind him for the touchdown, he should have had it because he was right on his hip.
My issue is when you pick a guy that high,
he's supposed to catch everything. He's supposed to be a vacuum cleaner.
That's why I didn't like.
What a Stickums at?
I think he's cool, but I
don't think he's generational.
He has not stood out where it's like, yo.
No, he's solid though. He's solid. He just.
I don't want solid at 9. I want impact. Hall of Fame, future Hall of Famer coming out. When you're picking that high.
You do, but for me, you want it. But as long as he's not a bust, I'm okay with it. To me, he's way better than the other wide receivers we took that high. Okay, like he's way better than Kevin White, David Terrell.
He's better than all of them.
He's better than all of them. So I'm like, yeah, we want him to be like Justin Jefferson. But Jamar Chase, them was all taking the
I
one.
Want Jamar Chase.
They was the number one wide receiver taken. To me, he's better than MJH. And MJH was taken 4 in that same draft.
Wasn't Malik Neighbors taken before him too? Yep, Malik Neighbors was taken before him.
I think so, but Malik Neighbors is a beast though. I ain't gonna trip. But to me, he's better than the number one guy. Not the number one guy, but the number one wide receiver that was taken that year.
Yeah, MHJ.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like I said, I just noticed that when you take receivers that high and make them a focal point of your offense, they don't win Super Bowls. I looked it up.
We made the half.
Great half here.
Great half. 7-7. Turnovers on both sides. Not good football.
This is exciting. I'm looking more excited. I'm more excited to get Harold's chicken. I haven't had Harold's in a long time. And I need a drink.
Is that
Lord Crimson? What a half! Wow, what a half!
What a hole!
Yes. Hopefully, it's better in the second half, or this gonna be a long game.
Hopefully, this is over. Like this is here.
Hey man, what time is it? It's 8:40, so we might be out of here about 10 something.
So 2024 draft. There was Caleb, Jaden, Drake, Marvin Harrison Jr., Joe Alt, Malik Neighbors was 6, J.C. Latham was 7, Michael Penix 8, Rome 9, J.J. McCarthy 10. So, I mean,
as far as wide receivers, like Malik Neighbors is a beast. But to me, I say Rome has been better than Malik. I mean, not Malik, but better than MJH.
Yeah, but I'm saying we could have took Jared Verse.
Jared Verse is a dog. I ain't gonna trip. I wanted him too. I think we should have went there, but you needed somebody on the opposite of DJ. That's what he was going for because he had the quarterback. So you wanted somebody, to go along with them to grow together. I see it, but definitely I'm with you. I would have preferred Verse over him.
Yeah, I mean he's. I think on this year right now he's got 4 sacks. He's got how many tackles he's got? Dude, 6 tackles, 5, 6. That's good from a freaking defensive end. I know we should. I know it is what it is. I'm just saying.
It is. If
Look,
was a wish,
I'm okay. I get it. I had a preference, but see now that's what we're doing. We got to go back and now we got to pay for that. And so either we got to overpay.
Was free agency is free agency is the fix of what you missed in the draft.
No, you're paying. Yes, exactly. And look, all forgiven if we end up getting a stud defensive end this coming up year.
Which is why I said, man,
defensive line.
That's why I said on the show that you guys are going to see tomorrow that we need to get that stud in the draft that will get to develop.
So Lee, yeah, he's hilarious on that show. Let me see. Did we upload this other video? Where is it at? Yes, done. All right, good. 43 minutes. Cool. I'd rather pay players when they're drafted and develop 100%. That's how you can build a team. You're not going to be able to sit there and sustain greatness if you keep overpaying for players.
Exactly. That's the good point because once you have to pay them in free agency, you're paying at a premium and you don't get the discount or the longevity because you're paying them between 4 and 5 year contracts. The thing is, you always going to hit free agency or to trade. To fill some certain holes, but the majority of your team had to be built by the draft because this is not like baseball where you could just have an unlimited cap and just build and buy players. Football is different. You have to draft. Drafting is key in football.
100%.
You can't miss out. Like all those years, the Bears kept missing out on their first round talents. That just put us behind years, decades, 100%. The people like the Bears have sucked for a long time. Yeah, because we didn't draft well for a long time.
I mean, imagine if you had, let's see. I mean, some linemen could be there for 10, 15 years.
What's the lineman? We drafted linemen like a couple years in a row that just didn't pan out. That was garbage. The only one that we did have that panned out well was Kyle Long, and then he was trying to do too much. He ended up hurting himself, and so cut his career short.
Correct. Kyle Long, what year was that? Well, Kyle Long was like 20.
Wasn't it like 2014? I was about to say 2015, maybe.
Let's see. Kyle Long. We took Kyle Fuller 14. So Aaron Donald went 13, 1 pick before us.
Man, I'm still upset about that.
He just retired 2 years ago?
Yeah.
So basically like 10 years. So if you can get 10 years out of your first round pick, that would be great. So let's say right now, this is 2025. So starting next year, which was 2015, who could we have gotten that would be a 10-year starter if possible? Leonard Williams is still in the league, by the way. We took Kevin White 7th that year, by the way.
Oh my, see, right.
Kevin White.
He was doo-doo water.
I'm trying to think, is anybody actually still playing that's that's still actually doing something? Okay, so Dante Fowler.
He's still playing.
Andres Pete, tackle. Eric Armstead from San Francisco. Oh, that's a defensive tackle.
He's still a dog too, but I think he's hurt. But he's still Bud Dupree had a short but very good career.
I think he's still playing for Pittsburgh.
No, he's not.
Yeah, the 2025.
Oh, he is.
Yeah, the ones that are highlighted are still playing. Leonard Williams is on, I think, Seattle or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Dante Fault, Marcus Mariota still playing. Jameis Winston still playing. They're not who they were supposed to be.
He's playing, but I don't know if he's making an impact. But he still had a good career, even though he had a good couple solid sack seasons.
So Kevin White was a bust that if he could have made 10 years.
He didn't make 10. I think he barely made 5 or 6.
No, I'm just saying the point is that it would have been nice if you had a player that if you got out of your first round, like a 10-year career would be great. 2016. We took Leonard Floyd.
Oh no, Leonard
Floyd. So DeForest Buckner went to. I think DeForest is on the Colts. He's a dog.
He was a dog for a while too.
After that, we could have got Laramie Tunsil. He's still playing. He's a solid player. But no one's going to take him because that
Laramie Tunsil.
Remember that was the whole smoke gas mask thing.
I still would have took him. Not
the Bears.
Not the Bears, but they were stupid. They should have took him. Be like, hey, let's get you some help.
Taylor Decker.
The thing about that, the funny part about that was the first time he ever smoked weed.
And he made a bad choice.
Not really, because he's still a 9-year, and he's one of the best left tackles in football.
The whole point is that it would have been nice to get a 10-year pro out of that draft. So Taylor Decker's on the Lions. He was picked.
Oh, he was still
16th.
Good too. He's still good.
Don has entered the chat.
Don Bird?
No, that's not Don Bird.
Oh.
Don Petish. 2017, that year, the Bears, Mitchell Trubisky. He's still playing, but he's a backup. We could have done all kind of stuff that year. We
should not have moved up for him because he was going to be there. They were not going to take him.
No, he got played. I think people were saying Garrett Bowles on Denver is a solid starting tackle for the Denver Broncos right now. By the way, and he was picked 20.
That's what I say. If it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk.
So
still,
we can't. That's another bust. 2017, 2018. 2018 was Roquan. We let him go. He's still now he's a solid.
Still solid player. I think we got some picks back from him though.
No, well,
we got some picks. We got some picks back.
No, not paying him turned into us signing TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds.
Right. So that money we saved, we got 2 players for the price of one.
And got more productivity.
More productivity, and we still got some.
But
we still got a pick. We got some picks out of that too, didn't we?
The guy I wanted was Quentin Nelson, who went 6th to Indiana.
Oh man,
now that's a 10-year.
And he was. But he was guard though. He was a guard though.
That's one of the anchors on your line you need.
But he was a dog as a guard.
What you're showing is the draft is a ton of hype, 80% bust. Of course, they're definitely selling this every year. The draft is its own monster where people are showing up to hang out just to see guys get drafted. 2019.
But it goes to the point of why you upset at Rome, but if Rome turns out to be a good player, if you still you always want your but your first round draft picks to be studs. But if they turn out to be good players, you still win compared to half of the first round talents that end up being busts.
Oh, I think that's the year. So 2019 is when Poles came because I think that's when we ended up getting.
Did we trade out?
We had no picks.
Yeah, we just traded out. We didn't have none.
Yeah. No, we missed out. I think isn't 2019. What did we do?
Lord Crimson, you're right. You definitely just need besides drafting, you have to develop. You're 100% right on that. Development is the key. And I think we finally have a staff that allows you to develop 100%. Players.
David Montgomery in the 3rd round. What did we take? I don't see us with a pick in 2019. Did we just trade it?
That's still the Trubisky trade. Because remember, Trubisky trade, we lost 2 number ones.
Oh, yeah. No, we lost.
We lost 2 number ones.
No, we didn't lose no. We didn't lose 2 number ones. We lost. Right. Poles came in 21. You're right. We lost middle round picks. We lost third, fourth. So that's what that was.
No, but I thought we lost. We had to trade him on first 2 to move up. When we drafted Trubisky, I thought we lost the first.
No, that was the Khalil Mack.
The Khalil Mack trade. You're right.
Khalil Mack was those picks.
Because I know we traded somebody and we lost number ones.
I think and you guys are 100% right. We finally have something of a system that we can actually develop a culture. Our schemes, we didn't have any schemes. We didn't have guys here long enough to even build a culture. And now you've got somebody in here where it's like, yes, now we can actually do something. So, and fit a scheme that we need. 29. So yeah, we traded our first round pick. That was a Khalil Mack, and I think we might have did it again. Was it 2 number ones to get Khalil Mack?
I
And
think
by
it
the
was.
time polls came in 2021, all we had was a second rounder.
And he beasted on that second round for a while, but he always would take these long shots. That's my only problem with polls. He takes these long shots where sometimes they hit and sometimes they don't. Like when he hit on what was that? Was he? No, he wasn't here for Eddie Jackson. That was the previous regime. What long time shot did he take? It was some Braxton. Like he took the Braxton in his first draft, fourth round pick. That was a number one start. Fifth round, that was number one starter for a while. He likes projects more than I like.
I wouldn't say that. I think you want to hit in every round you can hit. Look,
of course,
done,
but he's done too. But it's not realistic to hit on every pick.
Polls leans. I'm leaning more towards success than failure in his drafts versus like pace and some of these other. First of all, the fact that our first rounders are actually starting to hit is already a win. But he's weak in the middle rounds, but sometimes that balances out where you got day one starters to play.
See, that goes back to my point though. That to me, he takes these projects and thinking that to me, he's like, yeah, they're good, but they're a reason. I see potential. Like to me, his middle round picks are more potential than already proven skill set.
I think the problem that the Bears have had, if I'm correct, the issue is that you would keep a lot of your scouting people, the pro personnel people, even when you brought in the new coach, or you didn't do a full flush. Because now you got the same guys that can't evaluate talent that's been scouts for 20 years. That's 20 years of bad scouting.
I know. I agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. I'm there with you. I didn't like their scouts. I didn't like their scouts starting in like the mid 2000s. I feel that they kept on.
A lot of them been here. Like I think it was Gabriel.
I know, but that's my point. I'm agreeing with you that to me they kept on trying to find the same type of players instead of evolving. They never, to me, the Bears scouts never evolved until now. Mm-hmm. And so that led us to keep on drafting the same kind of player. And I just didn't like it.
Mm-hmm. Brandon Green says, for years, I said, look, if the Bears want to be a goddamn running team and want to stick to this old way of thinking, why are we not getting a zone run blocking scheme? Why are we not mimicking what the Broncos did back in the day with Shannon and all them? Like, why can't we do that? And we had to suffer for years.
You want to know why?
John,
give me the Tiffany, Joe. You want to know why? Bad management. That's why we couldn't do it. Bad management. They would not
couldn't hire nobody.
They couldn't hire nobody, and the people they could hire, they didn't fit. That was good bounce off tackle. Is that a little bit of hold? But they wouldn't hire because they didn't want any controversial people. They wanted these cookie cutter people that fit in the I don't want to make headlines. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. And so that was the kind of people that they drafted. That was the kind of people that they hired. So it ended up being just a continuous snowball of this mediocrity, and it just never worked and never replicated the winning times of the 80s or Papa Bear times, where it goes even further.
I do think I give them some credit. If they're saying the scout staff was built by Ryan Pace, most of it small school staff is elite, I'm saying that's fine now versus what we were dealing with, say, 20 years ago. But that plagued us for a very, very long time. But it goes hand in hand. If you don't have a scheme and an identity, you don't even know what the freaking scout for. You're just getting players. Like,
which is my point. When
Ben Johnson says, I need a speedy guy that can catch the ball, now you start to look for these type of guys. I need left tackles that weigh this amount of size or this amount of speed.
Oh, wait a minute, false start on the whole right side.
100%. Once George is smart enough to get out of the way.
100%. He finally did. He got smart. Was like, I don't know football as much as I think I know football. So let's get some people in here that really know football.
The other move that was key was I think the Bears, they got rid of the contracts guy. Man, what's up with this thing? See, that's why I can't stand this Uber Eats stuff. Like now, it's taking. We're supposed to get our food at 9:20. Now they got a new driver, so now we're gonna get cold food.
Well, I don't know, Joe. That's why I don't do Uber Eats anyway. I take my lazy behind to go pick up.
Well, I'm sorry, Drew. We're running a show right now. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
You want me to leave you here?
You know, if we had the other part of the Windy City crew, yeah, we're not gonna name any names. So if we had the other part of the Windy City crew, that we could have, still done the show with two people. Why was nobody got the food?
Mm-hmm. I got Sam Hurd, my wide receiver, working for the cartel. McDonald couldn't stop beating his wife, and maybe she deserved it, but I don't know. But that changed George.
You know what? When was that? When did Sam Hurd come here? Because you're right. Because as soon as that came here, we went right back to I don't want anybody controversial.
Yeah. No, the problem is you got guys running the team that just aren't football guys. And you're looking for personalities that kind of mimic your personality, well, we're screwed.
Yeah, because like I said, you made a point, a long time ago that you want some angry people on your defensive and your offensive line. You want you want some nasty. You might take you might take some unscrupulous players in those positions.
Control aggression is what you really want. You just don't want to go crazy when they get off the field, but they know how to do,
right. Because one of the craziest persons that but never had anything on the field, off the field, was a Namadun's, I can't even never pronounce his name, Kunsu.
Oh, and Damakan?
And Damakan Su. He never really had any off the field issues, but he would step on your neck on the field. He was a little dirty player, but you know what? He was a beast on that Detroit defensive line.
Shout out to Brandon Green. So yeah, if you can't fit pieces into a puzzle if you don't even know what kind of puzzle you're building. 100%. Inception, shout out to Inception. He said, if we get Samuels and Jalen Johnson comes back in December, what does the secondary look like and who starts? It's pretty much going to be, if Jalen Johnson is anywhere near his all-pro, then he's starting. Asante Samuel is definitely going to be a depth. He's a depth guy regardless. I don't think he's a guy that comes it depends.
But no, Asante Samuel was your number one corner when he is healthy. So if you got him as a backup, because injuries always happen in the secondary, he might be your number two corner.
I'm not. If he's
for a year.
I don't think he's a guy. I don't think he.
You don't think he's healthy enough?
I don't think he's healthy enough. I think that. I think he'll be a solid kind of contributor, but not like that's our guy. I think Gardner Johnson cracks the lineup. But you got to worry about him, man, because he's a little Spitfire guy, bro. Well, you eat. That's fine.
Yeah, he's a little Spitfire guy.
I like guys that got a little edge to them, But if Kyler, we got Kyler Gordon. You got Brisker. And now you got Stevenson, and then you bring Gardner. Like, you got a really good rotation of fresh guys. I think it goes back to how they had it lined up. Maybe Tyreek takes a step back.
But with the offense is going with how it is now, you really do need four corners. You need four corners in rotation, maybe five. Especially, but you did sign Frazier. Frazier is going to come back next year, and Frazier was somebody we were looking forward to as being a contributor. So I think you still, but that does make Tyreek on the fence though, because honestly, if you sign Asante, and if Gardner actually continues his good play for the rest of the year, do you not re-sign Stevenson? Because Stevenson, honestly, to me, he was more of a bump and run type of corner, not kind of the cover corner we're playing. To me, he was best with his hands on, and that's why he used to get flagged a lot for holding.
Mm-hmm. I don't know.
That's handsy. Yeah, he's very handsy. Yeah, so I don't know.
I want my food.
I won't deny it. I'm gonna straight ride it.
You don't want to F
with me.
I forgot that line. Doom, 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 boom, 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 boom.
Right, so you want that dog right there.
Ooh,
Oh, 3rd and 2, man. Is Gino gonna be able to fulfill the first down?
Steven, knowledge says that Stevenson might be moved to free safety next year. We got all 4 safeties and free agents, so I'm fine with that.
Wow, I don't dislike that, bro. I don't dislike that.
If you have to move him from Bayard, and then C.J. Gardner becomes your slot guy.
I don't mind that because there are a lot of cornerbacks that move to safety and vice versa. If they can play in space a little bit more and more downhill, because honestly, I do kind of like Stevenson as a downhill free safety tackler.
Because he's handsy.
Definitely. I don't mind that, man. That's an idea to think about. That was a good point.
Yeah, but don't get Pat all riled up. You can't move a player around. They play this. Dude, Jokers play tight end to turn into defensive tackles. Like people can move around. But yeah, I could see. I wouldn't mind him at safety.
Right. I'm agree with you. I wouldn't mind him either.
There's Ashton Genty. I guess he ran for. There's 3rd and 2, third quarter, 12 minutes ago.
12. Genty ran 12 for 43. That's about 3.67 yards a carry.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Oh, just stating this, was giving out his stats, buddy. There go Gino with a high throw.
Bing,
he had a precipitous drop off too, man. Tyler Lockett, he was good for a while, but he's gotten old now.
Yeah, that can happen. Football, I mean.
Oh, look at that. Good move. And it was too high.
Ooh. Appreciate you guys rocking with us on the breeze as we're watching. It's 4th and 2, Thursday night football. Raiders against the Broncos. As Cole gets ready to punt the ball.
Hey, Steve-O, I'm with you, man. This game has been terrible on both sides. Gino can't hit nobody. I'm mad. They paid Gino a lot of money to come there too, because I think after they traded him, didn't he sign an extension? I think Gino signed an extension to be with them.
Geno Smith. Geno. I just remember he looked like he wasn't going to amount to nothing on the Jets. Geno Smith.
2 years, $75 million contract extension.
Yeah. He's 35 years old.
Deal signed in 2025. So yeah, he's got a couple more years.
Well,
he's a Pete Carroll guy though. So because Pete Carroll kind of revived his career the last couple years after he left the Jets.
Right. Well, he was okay. It was Seattle, right?
Yeah.
Can I get my freaking food?
Ariana, on the way. But Harold's always slow too.
I'm starving.
Starving like Marvin?
Bruh. Where's everybody checking in from, man? Roll call, man. Where's everybody watching this game from? We know Crimson's in Seattle. Steve-O is in Chicago. Where is everybody?
Man, this game is slow as ever. Maybe they need to stop. Maybe what? No, let's ask the chat a different question. Even though we love football, should they stop making these Thursday night games because they have been so trash? You very rarely get a good quality Thursday night game. Do you think that we should, take Thursday night off?
Let's shout out our folks. We got Peoria in the building. We got Chihuahua, Mexico. Get out of here. Really? Houston's in the building. We got Wisconsin in the building. We got Florida, but from Chicago inception. Where you at in Florida? Are you like in Miami, Tampa? Where you at? We got Caches in north suburbs of Chicago. Steve says, I don't mind Thursday night games. Just schedule better games. Way too many Miami Dolphins games. You ain't lying. I think Crimson's right if you flex them, but the problem is nobody wants to play on Thursday nights because they're not done recovering.
So then they should be Thursday night. That mean they should have play on
my cousin's in Jacksonville,
like an extra day's rest for them then, which is they do because it's like a mini bye when you play on Thursday and then you don't play again until Monday.
Only the team that comes off that works. Other than that, no, these guys are not healed up.
Right. So my point is then they should the people that play on Thursdays should be teams that came off the bye. so they get a little extra time to recover. So then that's the question.
Yeah, but
should
Amazon
they
Prime
do
can
that?
make this little funky money. The NFL's like, whatever, we'll sell it. Just give us the money. Knowledge and Tames now East Bluff, Peoria. I've never been to Peoria. That's the home of Richard Pryor.
Peoria, where?
Peoria, Illinois.
Oh, I've been down there.
I've never been to Peoria.
Yeah. Your boy,
what's
the basketball dude that was big? Sean
Miles.
No, Sean. Somebody came from Peoria.
Sean.
Because he went to Illinois. Manuel? Yeah, Sean. He went to Illinois.
They know. Somebody gonna tell us. What is Peoria like though? Is it kind of like
Kankakee?
Like I was like, I can see that. Sean Marion. There you go. Yeah. See. Any of y'all watch the Amazon Oh, don't we have that option here? Sean P. Thank you. I think we have that option, don't we? Prime Vision.
Yeah. Oh, you go back. You just
I'm trying.
Because I just saw it. Whatever you did before that. I know before you. No, whatever you did before, you had it up there.
I'm about to find it. Where's Prime Vision? There it is. Prime Vision with next gen stats.
The only problem with Prime Vision is the angle feels so far away. Like they don't zoom in enough for me.
Soul Beats Major said, I fell asleep, woke up, ain't nothing changed.
Not even close, bro. It's been bad.
Oh, it's a river town? I didn't know that. All right, and we got a shot of the moon.
Hey, the moon was pretty good last night up here, man. It was a one of them extra bright moons.
Mm-hmm. I want to make me a hoodie for my company. I think I want the big True Blue H just like that, Denver.
Well, you should make that blue moon, man. Because you True Blue should have a blue moon.
I'm kind of mimicking.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Did they stop him? Was he short? They did the fake tush push.
Oh. Yay! She's on the way with her food.
She has the order.
But why are you all the way over there? Maybe she's going over there. Leaving Park Forest. You picked them up.
Why is she in Park Forest?
Somewhere else, I guess.
Did you not order from the Masson one?
I thought I did.
Or you might have ordered from the one on Halstead. I mean, not Halstead, but Western. That's why. That's not the fresh spot. But hey, man, it is gonna be what it is. Because if she in Park Forest, you order from the one on Westerns, which makes a bunch of sense.
Harold's Chicken Shack 50. No, that's the one over here.
That don't make sense why she in Park Forest then.
She's coming from there and then probably gonna swing by and grab the food and come over here.
No,
we had to get a new driver.
Oh no, because the one the
Steve, damn it, Joel. No, I didn't. I ordered it right here in Madison, right down the street. Throckmorton. What kind of name is that?
He's from Oregon. He's a big boy. 6'5", 311. He's a big guard.
Austin, Texas is in the building. Okay. Ooh, yeah, this does look like Madden. I haven't played Madden since 2014.
I ain't played it before that. Oh, that's a good break tackle.
Dobbins over there working hard.
He's breaking tackle. I think I got him in one of the league. He has not had as many rushing touchdowns that I had liked. But he was he was not leading the league, but he was in top 5 in rushing for a while.
Broncos possessions was punt, touchdown, interception, punt. Wow.
This is great football. And look at it. 3-3-3-3, 5-5-3. 3 and out for like 80% of their drives.
Right now. I'm Oh yeah, I kind of like this view. Bo Nix over here. Man, we should have did this a long time ago.
To me, it's just too far because you can't see exactly what's going on. You only see,
Yeah, 17 miles an hour. I kind of like that. Man, Crimson, I got mad in 94.
Hey, that was one of my favorite ones, man. That was now what was that? Joe Montana 94.
Yeah.
I like Joe Montana 94 instead of Madden.
Sega. That was on Sega.
Yeah.
I had all that stuff. Madden 92, 3, 4, 5, 6. I had built one of those gaming systems, so I have all those games. I just find myself playing like the Nintendo ones and playing the Marios. Mario Kart was fun.
Ooh, they are so bad tackles. You know, we haven't said his name. Max Crosby. Is he even playing?
Yeah, he was playing. Yeah, definitely playing.
He isn't. He's not made an impact.
You know, I forgot to change this video. I don't know.
Or maybe we were just talking too much. We missed it.
He's been playing.
Hey man, Ashton Jency got 6 touchdowns this year. Scatterbo has 7. And Harvey's got 6 too. Yeah, I mean, no, she said we got it. She is supposedly 3 minutes away. You know, I must name my kid Ariana, but she had a cousin that's already that name.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh, you made the graphic.
Yeah, I made it. Might as well use it.
How long ago did you make it?
I made it about an hour ago. I just forgot to load it up.
That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious. Oh, this is watch, bro. Why did I watch a video where people was playing Tecmo Bowl and I was like, dude, we actually played this?
I remember playing that at my cousin's house, man. And that whole Bo Jackson thing on the Raiders, that was real.
Yeah, man. Now his career, I feel bad for him. Like his career could have been one of the top running backs ever.
I hear you, Law of the Dingle. If I wasn't here hanging out with all you wonderful people, I'm not even watching this game.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I got estimates I gotta do. Oh shoot. What time is Home Depot? Oh, I should have did this first.
It's 9:16. You know what? They come. I think Home Depot closed at 10. Nah, no Home Depot for you.
It does.
No Home Depot for you. You got food coming. No Home Depot for you. Yeah, so that's why I don't like. That's why I don't like. But this game is terrible, bro. They just missed a play down the field. This game. So literally, they're gonna kick the field goal. Is he gonna make it? We're not in Denver now. So what is it? What's it for Lutz? What's like a 50-yarder? No, this is more. Oh, he got enough leg for it. Short. If I say we're not in Denver now. But now, oh man, what's the name? They got good field position now. Yeah, he's about good 10-yard, a good 5 yards short on that one.
You gonna grab it?
It's almost here. Yes, I'll go up. What? Did they call? They didn't call. I just got the bus. But I'll go get it.
Good old Thursday night football. Selling just to make some money. Hello? Hey, yeah, my guy's coming to get the food right now. Thank you. Bye. So kind of cute on the phone. Oh my goodness. Yes, this game is definitely so exciting. What else we all want to talk about, fellas? What else do we want to talk about while we're watching this exhilarating 7-7 game? As I look up blinds for Home Depot. Mm, 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 mm. So, how do you guys feel? We actually talked about this on the show that we're going to air tomorrow. But do you guys feel if the Bears win against the Giants and become 6-3, do you guys feel that the Bears are actually contenders? Are they for real? Because at first I started discounting the wins, like, man, they've been beating cream puff teams. But then it was like, some of these teams was, you had to win and, give them some credit. But you guys think that they actually have potential to? Soul B says, yeah. Hell yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I think that, they knock on the door, contend for the playoffs, which is kind of what I was always thinking, but not really. I don't know if they make it to the second round. You know, I just hate to get the hype and then they get blown out at home or the first game, on the road, because that's probably what's going to end up happening. They're going to be on the road. Knowledge and change. So you got to knock San Francisco out to get that 7 seed. They're developing though, and Caleb can hit the back foot and fire like he did the last play. So I think we were looking this up. We actually need the Rams to lose. Thank you, sir. If the Rams lose and the Niners win, because we're right now at the 8th spot.
Hey, boy Gino, do an interception. That's crazy.
That's Gino. Gino's trash. I never believed in Gino. Never believed in him. That's true. Soul Beats. Who would have thought the Commanders would take it all the way to the conference? Yeah, they riding high. I'm riding high. Oh, that was by accident. Boys are more likely to win a division than a wild card, in my opinion. You think that? I don't know about winning a division. Unless Detroit just takes a step back. Oh, my goodness. I'm so effing hungry. Let the music take control. Let the rhythm move you. Dun, 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 dun. So you guys are feeling good that the Bears can actually be a contender. They're kind of for real. There's Max Crosby right there. San Fran, I think, man, we got let's look at that remaining schedule for the Bears, by the way. Because this is going to be
the gauntlet. You talking about the gauntlet?
Inception just picked up some Wingstop. We did Wingstop like the last few weeks. So you got New York, should beat them. Minnesota, Pittsburgh, home against Pittsburgh, going to Philly, tough. Yeah, I'll take a swig of that with some tequila. Green Bay, tough. Then they're home against Cleveland. Then they go to Green Bay. No, home against Green Bay. So it's 2 back-to-back, Cleveland and Green Bay. Then they go out to San Fran. And every time we go out to San Fran, it is never good.
Never.
It is never good going out to San Francisco. And then the last game is the flex game against Detroit to close it out. I agree, though. Somebody said that.
What?
Somebody said that San Fran will be a really good test for us.
San Fran has been good, even though they've been very they've been hurt all year, but they actually have been balling with having Matt Jones. They said Matt Jones is actually playing himself into another long-term, not another, but a long-term contract. Well, I'm like, man,
you take talent, put them on the right scheme.
Bro, hey, man, Shanahan is the man, bro. Just like Ben Johnson's the man. Shanahan knows how to get the best out of his quarterbacks.
I agree. I totally agree. We finally got our guy. Now, what would be crazy is we end up being like an Atlanta team. You know, when they had
Matt Ryan?
yeah, when Shanahan was the offensive coordinator.
Man, yeah. I don't know, man. I'm still upset about that Super Bowl, even though, you know, because I wanted Atlanta to get it so bad, and they were like so close, and then they choked in that second half. But if you look at it from an outside perspective, that's one of the best Super Bowls because you had offense, a lot of offense in the first half for one team, and a lot of offense for the other team in the second half, and it ended up being a great Super Bowl. I don't know, man. It seems he having a good year. Is having a good year because I know he was hurt a little bit, but he was still, you know, putting up some good yardage for them. But I don't know. I don't have him on fantasy or nothing. But I remember you was a huge CMC fan.
Yeah, when I had him on fantasy squad. I want to say I won.
This is bad. They get a turnover, and they don't even score. They don't even move the ball. They go the opposite way.
Yeah.
You got a whole nother quarter of this bad football.
Joy. I think CMC has been okay.
Yeah, I'm about to pull up his stats.
He was I think he didn't play for the beginning of the season. And then finally kind of stepped up.
Let me see. Let me pull up his stats.
Survey says
168 attempts, 596 yards, 4 touchdowns, 3.5 yards a carry, 61 receptions for 366 yards, 3 receiving touchdowns. Look like he's been pretty solid. He's played in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games.
he's played every game.
Played every game. Especially, and then he had Matt Jones as quarterback for half of them.
Yeah.
Man, you know, what can you say about that?
Well, his superpowers are kind of worn down.
Yeah,
last year basically wore him out.
Indeed, but he's still. Do you think he's still fulfilled his contract? You think his contract was still worth it? No,
You had to pay him.
I know. I'm talking about. Do you think he's earned his contract still?
He did, and now he got a good year out of it, and then they got to pay for the rest. That's what Pat talks about. Just not that position doesn't stay healthy once you give him the money. I understand that. I'm just not going to demote and denigrate the entire running back field because there's a difference between a special running back that you can hopefully get 3 to 5 years out of them versus other guys that don't last as long.
Right. I agree with you on that. To me, you pay the special ones, the ones that even on a down year still gives you good, good statistics still. Like on a down year, you still he won't be closer to 2,000 yards, but he'll be a consistent 4 or 5 yards a carry, still double-digit touchdowns. But he does not, he's just not breaking down your 20, 30-yard runs a lot, but he still give you quality stats for the whole year. I definitely agree with that.
Mm-hmm. Broncos should be dominating this team.
100%. 100%.
Beer?
No, I wish. No, Coke Zero. You're right. They should. Denver should be dominating. You're talking about trying to take over the division from the Kansas City, and you can beat them, but you can barely beat, a 2-6 Oakland team. I mean Las Vegas team.
Well, like you said, you can't overlook every opponent.
Which I'm worried about the Bears doing.
Now there's 2 questions. Should the Bulls consider Kobe White for John Morant? And 2, would John Morant survive Chicago? Lil Durk locked up. So should he? No, John Morant is insane.
John Morant is great.
I wouldn't want him. He's too immature.
He is immature. He would, but
he's too immature.
But skill wise, though,
I
don't know, bro. Skill wise, I would like him on this team.
You can't fix stupid. Stupid is forever.
He might learn, but I don't think.
When it don't matter.
Yeah, but at some point in time, he'll mature. But he's still that. I told you what we talked about on one of the Bulls games. I don't think you were here. I said that boy, he's like the boy from 8 Mile. He's Clarence. Clarence grew up with 2 parents, but swearing down, he's thug.
Yeah, but you're a millionaire. There's no excuse for you to be that. You guys are making a lot of money. If you want to act like I'm just a kid, okay, give me $1 million. See what I do.
Oh, look at the punt block.
Okay, Denver with a block, got the ball back on the short field. Well, now they're about to score. King Broker said Morant gonna be a pole cash yelling as security by his chicken wings. Hey, one more chicken wing.
But this ain't Magic City. But
over there.
But as far as skill wise though, I would take him over Kobe because he is. I think that makes us with him on our team. I think that would move us into the upper echelon of the East.
Hands down, the talent. If we get John Morant, we have a contender team. The problem is if he acts like an idiot, I don't want the headache. Self-destruction. You can't figure out how to be somewhat of a semi-role model.
But he
all for the NBA. Everybody's watching you.
But he had he didn't have the veteran presence. Like now he has Vooch. There was a veteran presence. He has the coaching staff because he has a veteran coaching staff. They might be able to temper some of those childish antics. But that's a good question though, man.
No.
Trade Kobe for him, man. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm leaning toward I'll take that gamble.
That dude's gonna destroy your whole team. He's an idiot. That's why they wanted to trade. If he's so great, why are they trading him away? No, he's a dummy. Now it would be great if he forced himself out of Memphis and he didn't want to be there, and now he's in Chicago and he's happy and he can follow the steps of D Rose and he wants to do that. Great. He tricked them and got out of Memphis. That would be amazing.
But he does want to get out because he got some issues with the coaching staff. So he might come over here and then, is it get a dose of the sanity. I would like it.
Yeah, I don't want an immature idiot. No. I like what we're building right now.
I like it too, but I just don't think we have.
We could trade Fraggle Rock.
Right, I don't think we have enough talent. Like we got a good team, but I don't know if we have enough talent to sustain a significant playoff push. That would be the only thing.
Leave me alone, Kashay. Told you I'm starving.
Say, yo, that Maxon. Said he tearing it up.
I got my mild salt. I got some fries. Heck yeah, man. I'm starving. Show you goddamn Yardbird.
Finally, points on the board. All right, we have a 10-7 score finally. Some points. Somebody scored something. It wasn't a defensive battle. Hopefully, Gino can play some good offense and make this, at least a competitive game still. What you looking for?
Fork.
Spot. Fork. I need a fork, man.
Yeah, I agree. So Beach. He doesn't play in the scheme. This is a team game situation.
What are you talking about?
If you trade for Ja, he's just going to make it about ISO. He'll make it all about him.
Yeah. But we kind of had that before, though, with, DeMar and Zach. But they weren't as good as Ja is. So
Ja's one of those players. It's all up to him. It's the maturity.
Right.
If he wants to put it together, I mean, he's an incredible player. But if we're going to inherit a head case, I don't want him. Now you got like a Westbrook. It's all about him, and instead of learning how to really be a true team player, I like Giddey. I like what we have right now.
But what we have now still is like a first round exit. It's not sustainable, deeper, like a real potential team.
We don't know that right now.
But right now, but we don't know when we get it's not Caleb. I want to call him Caleb. When we get Kobe White back, maybe that would bring a different continuous scoring dynamic. But the problem is when Modest is off, we don't have enough scoring. In a few games, he's been really off. Where you need that, you still need a dynamic score.
We might not need to make a move at all. It's finally working. We got rid of Zach LaVine, with the dumbest basketball IQ of all players.
Whoa, so strong, Joe. That's a strong take.
It's true. He had some of the lowest. He had all the talent, but just didn't have the basketball IQ. I appreciate Zach LaVine, but I never wanted Zach LaVine. He's a Kevin Love type of guy where a good player on bad teams. Crimson does not like talking basketball.
What do you say?
Every time we start talking about football.
It's football. We can talk football, but it's a winter sport. Basketball is relevant again.
Yeah, man. Let's be happy about the stinking Bulls. You know me. You think I talk about the Bulls?
Joe hasn't watched basketball since basketball watched him as a kid. That's a bit of years.
No, I just refuse to keep watching. I could see that what we had was a bad team, and like y'all wanted me to watch this team like it was just something magically get better. Like no, they suck. So I was right about it.
Well, we just watch sports.
Yeah, I'm just sometimes just too busy.
I want to say he's the worst basketball player, but LaVine definitely.
He's the worst best basketball
player. He definitely had a specific skill set, and it wasn't always the great team basketball player. Like when he was going off, he could carry you. So, like I say, he wasn't the worst.
He doesn't play with basketball.
Okay. Oakland got the ball. Well, I keep calling them Oakland forever. Las Vegas got the ball. Are they gonna be able to do something? I put it over there for you.
What?
Lemonade. No, I told you I had to look. I told you I had to wash the cup out. I think you got your mug over there. Oh, Gino went down. Maybe it's a leg. Who's the backup? Oh, Pickett. The old Pittsburgh team. Oh, this is going to get even worse now. Turf toe. It's like an ankle or a turf toe. Geno Smith injured. Kenny Pickett going in. They're going to be really bad now.
Right. You can score 30 points to the team and lose by 30 because he's just out there playing. He's got dumb basketball IQ.
I ain't gonna say it was dumb basketball IQ.
It's true. I'm not making it up. When he's in the game, he doesn't know when to make the right pass or make the right decision, and he ends up costing the
So you're saying he's talented. He just can't play in a team environment. He can go one-on-one.
Matter of fact, even with a Teague and him, he hasn't won. He's never won. He has the worst career. He's never won anything. He's never won state, never won in high school, never won in college. And he's not winning here. Like he doesn't have, like, he's got talent. Clearly, 6'5", he can jump out the gym and can shoot, but he don't have it.
He's not working in Sacramento because Sacramento is basically the Bulls on the West Coast. They got half our team over there.
There's a reason nobody wanted him.
They wanted him. No, they wanted him for they wanted him in the beginning. No,
he's not worth the first round. He's not worth anything.
No, they were going to offer it. The Bulls. AK didn't take the original trade request. When Zach, they had a good trade request for Zach. It wasn't.
That was a couple years ago.
I know that's what.
I remember that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And they didn't take it. And then they after that, then we got pretty much pennies on the dollar for him. Oh, Kenny Pickett time. Is we going to pick up a little offense now, or is this going to be even more of a horrible football game? Oh, that wasn't a good play either. Acknowledge and tell him you're right. Zach is talented. I'm not saying he's Kobe Michael talented, but he is definitely a good basketball player. But to me, he just didn't know how to play in a team system. He was one that didn't make anybody around him better, just himself. Here we go. 3 and out again for the Las Vegas Raiders. Hey, you got to put your wife on, man. Tell her that was last week's. That was weekend game. Oh. Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett. That is Super Bowl champion Kenny Pickett. He did get a Super Bowl with Philly last year. That don't mean he's good, though. It's still going to be piss poor. He's 6'5". Seeing him jump out the building, seeing him hit Curry like threes. He has a great mid range facer pace. If I had that talent, bro. Hey man, knowledge on the team. I agree with you. He's talented. He just can't play. I said this emphasize again. He just can't play in the team game. He doesn't make anybody better. He doesn't know when to necessarily pass and move with the ball. Sometimes, a lot of times, when he got the ball at the top of the key, the ball movement just stopped, and everybody was just he was going 1-on-5. And he just that just not a wasn't a winning recipe for the Bulls. This is like watching golf at a faster pace. That was a good one. Yeah, it is. This is one of the worst Thursday night games in a long time, especially from a 7-2 team that's supposed to be ready for the Super Bowl, taking down the Chiefs. King Booker World. Oh man. Oh, that's bad. That's bad. So I could have folded my slacks up. I guess a good load of laundry tonight would have been a lot better to do than watch this game. They did a good job on Max Crosby's game. He's had 2 pressures the whole entire night. He's been a non-factor. Even though Las Vegas has been playing good defense, but still, you need an impact play from him to be able to win this game. Watching the Puppy Bowl. How high are you guys on Bo Nix? I'm still unsettled on him because he hasn't played a complete game just yet, in my opinion. He plays a lot of good quarters here and there. He might even play a good half, but I don't think he's put together, a full 4 quarters of football. I think to me he's carried a lot more by the defense and the short fields that he's gotten, except for him making, quality reads throughout the whole game. Vegas can't get out of its own way, getting flags on every kickoff. Their special teams is horrible. I don't know who's got hyped up more, JJ or Bo. I think I want to say it's probably Bo because they said he played way more snaps in college, so he was more NFL ready. He's went into this great situation with Sean Payton. He looked good on the deep balls. He's made some, advances from year one to year two. I think JJ was more of potential because they saw what he could do, and he was a winner. Y'all guys are bad. I'm about Bo Nix like the guy that would text other guys, "What are we?" Wow, Gino's back in the game. I guess it wasn't a very serious injury there. We're in the 10th. I guess he got that shot of adrenaline. He's back on the field. Can he do something with this team, though? Still, started the fourth quarter only down by 3. If we can get a decent drive, they could be winning this game. All right, that's good. Finally, he put his hands up. He made a good play finally. No, King Booker World. They didn't put him in the advertisement. They're gonna end up releasing him after this year. Woody Harrell, I think Woody Harrelson or Woody, whatever his name is in the Jets. He doesn't like Fields. He's ready to get rid of him. Well, he could, Lord Christmas, he could be a hero if he can, string a couple plays together because they've been just really bad. He got one of the best tight ends in the game. I don't know why they can't give him the ball. The running game has been, kind of ineffective. So as long as he, hits some short passes, they can make the game a little bit better.
This game's still on?
Game's still on. You got super chat.
Where? Oh, I gotta bring it up.
Yeah, that's way over there.
Shut your mouth.
No, shut your hole, know your role.
Stop
speaking
mouth.
To your elders like this.
Shut your younger than me. Shout out to Christopher. What? Christopher Osby. There you go. And speaking of Kenny Pickett, would you rather be a Super Bowl winning player as a backup or a starter or a Hall of Famer who never won a ring? Example, Barry Sanders, Pickett, or Wentz, or Dan Marino, I guess. Shout out to Christopher Osby. Appreciate you on that super chat. Super Bowl winning player as a backup. Would you rather be a Super Bowl winning player? No, I think as a competitor, I want to win. I don't want to be second fiddle. And that's like David Carr, Super Bowl winning quarterback. Bro,
No.
he was a backup for Eli.
I'd rather be a Hall of Famer without a ring, because honestly, a Hall of Famer mean I did my part. The other parts around me wasn't able to bring me to the top. So I'd rather be a Hall of Famer without a ring, because Dan Marino is cold. Barry Sanders is cold. So I would go down as a Hall of Famer that didn't win one. Charles Barkley, cold. Patrick Ewing, cold. You know, you can't always win the ring, because of winning the ring relies on so many things to go right at the same time. Injuries,
team,
coach, scheme, finances, organizational. So I would go down. I would say for me, I would say Hall of Fame with no ring would be, out of the three choices, I would take Hall of Fame with no ring.
It still means you won. Hall of Fame means you're still recognized as one of the best to ever do it.
Not only but your peers, but other members.
But see, you in the Super Bowl as an also ran.
Right, as a backup.
You don't even get the respect. Yeah, you got a Super Bowl, but you didn't do it. It was you wrote the back of everybody else.
You're right, exactly. Because going back to the Bulls, Jack Haley got a ring. He was a man on the bench. He saw 0 playing time.
And Charles Barkley didn't win. So
I
would go for Charles Barkley.
Right. I would, like I said, I would go and say, for me, I would say Hall of Fame with no ring would be out of those 3 choices.
I mean, you want to be, if you can go as a competitor, whether you win or lose, you went out there to compete at your best at the highest level. And if you win, great, because you put in that hard work to do it. Doesn't take away that you are a competitor. I mean, that's like the Buffalo Bills.
Right. Jim Kelly, Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Thurman Thomas. But Bruce Smith.
Jim Kelly, are you going to take Jim Kelly over Brad Johnson if that was on the
Tampa Bay Buccaneers?
Are you going to take him over Trent Dilfer on the Ravens?
Hands down.
Okay, so
I take all of them. That's why I say Hall of Fame with no ring. Hall of Fame with no ring for me.
Yeah, especially in football. Football, it's so interesting because everybody has to do their job. Everybody has to. One player. I mean, when you think about when the Raiders lost to the Bucks and the center disappeared, somebody probably drugged him. And that messed up the whole Raiders. Like, that might almost been a conspiracy for them. Bill Cartwright got a ring. Bill Cartwright was a contributor on them Bulls teams. If they don't trade for Bill Cartwright, I don't know if he helped play that role that they needed as a center.
Hey, you never seen Bill Cartwright and those elbows. Those elbows that he used to throw, that helped him get that victory.
Yeah, one of the ugliest shots I've ever seen.
He did, but it went in when he needed to. He hit them clutch free throws too.
That was like Harris Grant. Harris.
That's a good question though, because it all depends. Because if you in it for the love of the game, then compared to
Crimson, that's a freaking outlier, dog. Nick Foles won that goddamn Super Bowl, but that was lightning in the bottle. What were you saying, dude?
No, I was just talking about more of the love of the game compared to, because winning just as a backup mean, yeah, you got the skill set to play in the professional leagues, but you didn't contribute. You waving your towel. You was a cheerleader. Cheerleaders gets rings. That's a little bit different. A starter, yeah, the next best thing would be the starter would be, you contributed, and but a lot of things you like just because you're a starter, but you might not have made an impact. You might have been the guy that was getting treated. Yeah, you were a starter, but you the guy that gave up all 4 touchdowns, but then somebody else saved the day and won you the game. You were a starter, but did you contribute? To me, the Hall of Famer contributed. He was the man,
best player,
right? He was the best
players on the court,
in the field, in his position. He just couldn't make it, because look at Dan Marino. Like you said, he was the greatest for many years, held all the records until
She got no defense.
Until passing came along, and even more in these later years, he had no defense, and he was never able to win. He got to the Super Bowl many times, just like
No, he only went to Super Bowl once.
I thought he went twice.
He went his rookie year.
I thought he won twice. I thought he lost 2 Super Bowls.
Nope, he got the brakes beat off of him against Denver, and that was it. No, not Denver. That was AFC. He lost to 84. Who was 84? 85. The Bears was 85 the year before them.
Giants. Then the Giants was 86.
Giants was after the Bears.
Giants was 86 and 87.
Marino, that was it.
Was that Washington?
Man, I forgot. Look it up. He never went back, is the point. And they didn't have a true strong running game. They didn't have a defense that could really get them back. But that man could sling that rock. Back then, 5,000 yards passing. But see, you're throwing for 5,000 because you can't run. You got it. It's still balanced. It's always going to be about a balance. Oh, I was supposed to look up Dennis Allen's coaching career. So 2012 through 2014, Oakland, what was their defense? They ranked third, third, second, and fourth. So then he went to the New Orleans. He had another 3. The 49ers. There you go. Thank you. I wanted to see who was on those teams that defense back then. It was not good. I was very disappointed in that Harold's Chicken.
I was. I'm not even sure that was the right one because they usually my Harold's be fired from there.
Yeah, that was bad.
That was not that good.
Let's see.
Yeah, that was very disappointing.
Defense. So he had Khalil Mack that year.
Another interception?
You know what I love is I'm loving that Caleb Williams is ascending in all this trash talk about Caleb. Bo Nix going down, sophomore slump. Jaden Daniels, all of them are starting to everybody overreacting. Touchdown log. Give me the defense stuff. Dang it. Defensive splits, I guess.
Defensive stats, you mean? You just got to put in there Dennis Allen's defense team ranking. Boy, I'm having a stroke all the time now.
Yeah, man, what's wrong with you?
I don't know, man. Maybe it's that bad food.
No, you was already retired before that.
Jeez Louise, you can't say the R word on things now.
I can't.
No. Special needs.
Dilly. That rolled off the tongue without a hitch.
Oops. Yes, sir.
All right, Dennis Allen, defensive ranking. Boo. Let's see. Dennis Allen's rank is very top 10 success points allowed, while his defense being ranked as high as 5th in 2020, 4th in 2021 under his leadership.
Oh, good tough run up the middle for 5.
Some analysts ranked him 13th among coordinators in mid-2025. His defense is frequently ranked in the top 10 for scoring, even in 2023 when he was the head coach.
Who was the defensive coordinator when they had Bounty Gate?
That was I see his face. Bounty Gate is I see his face. He's I know exactly what you're talking. I know I can't remember. I see Greg
Williams?
Greg Williams.
Yes. I liked him.
He's before Dennis.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. I was like, I liked him.
So as high as 5th in 2020. So 2020 Saints. Wait, 2020. They don't even have him coaching in. What? Whatever.
Did the AI mess you up?
He sure did. Oh no, there he is. There he is. OC. I looked this up before.
Bro,
Overall,
2 turnovers. You give up 1 touchdown and a field goal. You can't move the ball at all on this Denver's defense.
so he was average in terms of yards, defense.
So he gave up a lot of yards, but got takeaways.
No. He was average from 2011 all the way to 20. By 2020, with the New Orleans Saints, he had the 4th ranked in yards, the 7th ranked, and the 5th ranked. Total points: 5th, 4th, 9th.
Pass the ball, like he got a field goal range.
So that 2020 defense, wasn't Trey Hendrickson on that defense back then, and then he went to Cincinnati.
I'm not sure what year.
So Cam Jordan, he's kind of. There's CJ Gardner Johnson.
Cam Jordan was a problem. He didn't put up huge sack numbers, but he definitely was a guy that got pressures and made an impact. I know he was double digits, but he just wasn't up in that 15 to 18 sack range.
Trey Hendrickson, 13.5 sacks.
I was talking about the other guy.
I'm saying on that defense that Dennis Allen, he had.
Oh, Cameron and Jordan, then they smoked the field goal.
Trey Hendrickson and Cameron Jordan were on that defense.
Yeah, how many sacks did Cam Jordan have?
And CJ Gardner Johnson.
Yeah, how many sacks did Cam Jordan have?
Cam Jordan had 7.5, but Trey Hendrickson had 13.5. This is the 2020, so this is 5 years ago.
Look at that. It wasn't even close. It was outside the whole entire time. This is terrible. Lord Crimson, indeed, what a game. No, it's not going to go into overtime because Las Vegas can't kick a field goal. Even though their defense is playing well.
Did anybody see the Michael Jackson trailer?
No.
I just saw it earlier today.
It was a movie or was it a life story?
They're doing a biopic on Mike. They got his nephew playing him.
Get out of here.
He kind of looks like
What's brother's son?
Jermaine's son.
Well, I guess he does kind of look like him, but he's gotta have the moves. Mike had moves.
Yeah, check it out. They got Jafar Jackson is playing Michael. I'm not gonna lie though, I feel like they kind of jacked up, 70s Mike with the nose, but 80s Mike, he got 80s Mike down.
He do?
He look like Mike.
That's crazy.
Yeah. She look good, looking like a bag of money. Oh, so okay, that year, David Onyemata, 6'4", 310 defensive tackle, was on that 2020 defense. Cameron Jordan is, what is he? It's like a 6'4". Cameron Jordan 6'4", 287. That's a big boy.
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Malcolm Brown. Who else is on that defense? 6'2", 320. That's another large human being, wide body dude. And Trey Hendrickson, the other defensive end on that defense, 6'4", 265. He's the smallest of them.
So who? Cam Jordan?
Trey Hendrickson.
Trey Hendrickson.
So that was your 4.
At 6'5", what? 260?
6'4", 265.
So he wants everybody everybody 270 and above.
He needs big boys.
But you got to be but that's to me, that was a different passing game back then too. They pass a lot more. I think speed.
5 years ago.
I think speed more. Yeah, the game is sped
fighting
up.
This narrative, Drew. You need
I
big
don't
guys.
like it.
I don't care what you like. You need big guys on the D-line.
I'm on here. I can like what I want to like.
No, well, what you like is wrong.
Fine, Joe.
You need defensive linemen.
No.
He wants big guys on that D-line.
I know he does, but I'm talking about the NFL in general. There's more speed in the NFL than size now.
it's speed and size. Everybody's giant now and can run fast. Even linemen are running freaking sub fours. You know, low fours, high fives.
But I just don't see the 300-pound because you have linemen that are so agile now that to me you need speed more than just pure brute strength.
King Booker World said, y'all heard the story about Michael Jackson giving Tupac a spicy two-piece?
Yes, I did. I did hear about that.
Tupac a two-piece and a biscuit.
I did hear about that. I saw that on. It was like it was some on my IG that they told me about that. I was like, dude, Mike wasn't no punk, bro. People be forgetting that Mike is from Gary.
I mean,
and he grew up with how many brothers? So they was out there fighting.
Yeah, you got brothers, you gonna fight.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if that is. I mean, hey, if it is, hey, look, man, Mike was that dude, man. I got emotional when Mike died.
I did too, because I'm mad I never got to see him in concert.
Yeah,
I saw Prince in concert, but I never got to see Mike.
Because when you see Prince,
I saw Prince in like 20. Let me see, 20. This is 2025. That's 10. So that's 2015. Sometime around 09, 10, somewhere right there. Like probably about 5 years before he died.
Prince
put on a good show. He put on a good show.
Yeah, but Prince creatively to me was done after Batman. He had like one or two songs, like The Greatest Romance Ever Sold. He had a song called XO, like Hugs and Kisses. Outside of that, he didn't have a lot after 91 or 89 or whatever it was. To me. Yeah. Yeah, he said Mike's voice was fake. Yeah, he was playing to a lot of people. Mike was, You're right, Crims. That's the voice you use when you selling ish to people in the suburbs. Quote unquote, the people in the suburbs. Yeah, that's exactly. I used to work with somebody that was a CEO, and she would put on this Barbie voice, but her real voice was a lot deeper, because she was tall, tall and imposing woman. But it was like, oh, that's your real voice, because you'd be like, oh, yeah. That's to disarm a lot of folks.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute, we're down to 2 minutes left in the game.
Playing with like Michael on the court. I don't know. I'm interested to see it. I just hope it's actually closer to a Ray type movie than it is like a more vanilla. Like
you're talking about the real. Oh, but I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna get the real out of them Jacksons, because a lot of that stuff was masked, because they're not gonna get in the real. That stuff about Neverland and all that stuff. I don't know if you're gonna get the real.
Well, I don't care about them trying to, I mean, it's one thing to try to set them up for the whole like kids and they try to get them for the money. What's interesting is when you hear the stories of did they call
a timeout before that play or after?
Why? Hurry up and get this dumb game.
No, oh my God, they called the timeout before.
You think Ray made Ray Charles look bad?
Well, he did. They did show a lot of his drug use and his philandering.
Well,
so they didn't show him the greatest light, but it was a true story though.
But that's fine. Just keep it. I mean, what I was hearing though was that some of the racism stuff that they would go through,
like Mike. But I thought he was
Jacksons. I thought all of them.
Oh, beforehand. But I thought he was protected once he got to. Wow, I want to say Def Jam, but it's not.
Sony.
Yeah, with the producer guy that let him just do whatever.
With Quincy?
Quincy, right. I thought he got protected, but with Quincy.
No, I'm just saying, like, there was stuff like they riding around in Ferraris and getting pulled over, or there was a time they were in Mississippi and Mike almost got like kidnapped by somebody, like they were down there in the store. Like there's a bunch of stuff that like I'd like to hear stories that you just never heard before.
Mm-hmm.
or like the camaraderie behind. I mean, the Jackson's American Dream movie was pretty good. That on VH1, that was really good. But I hope it's good. I mean, it might be more like the Whitney Houston movie, where they just really made it like they said it wasn't good because they really wanted to like show her. They really wanted to point out her drug use and her being like a closet lesbian. That's what they wanted to. So that's why they said it wasn't good. But it's like y'all don't want to celebrate this person, And a lot of people want to sit there and tear down. This generation tears down statues. You build them up, they want to rip them down.
Right.
Mike hated that victory tour. I don't know. Yes or no? I think
I don't know. Mike was just so talented. He might have hated it, but he still put on a good show.
He did it for his family and his brothers.
I'm just mad I didn't. Like I said, I'm mad I just didn't get to see him beforehand.
Mike was out of this world, man.
Yep. Hopefully this is the game. They get the first down. They get the victory formation. This has been a long game, bro. 10-7, and it actually should have went. It should have been tied up.
These Mars are gonna get out here on a 10-7 victory. That's crazy. Yeah. Straight Outta Compton, Bohemian Rhapsody, a great biopic. So
Bohemian Rhapsody was the best. That's the best biography that I've seen so far. To me, that was one of the best ones.
Really? Ray is one of my favorite. I can watch. Ray every time it comes on.
I like Ray too.
I like Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton. That was real though.
Straight Outta Compton was good. I'm trying to remember Bohemian Rhapsody if I really liked it. Rami Malek, whatever that dude's name. I don't know. I think he was.
He played the role. He played the role, but that was the role. Ray was real good. I'm not gonna say Ray wasn't good, but I think Bohemian Rhapsody, because I think it was, for me, I'm more of the music though. I'm more of the music that they played in there. They played all of the music and show how it was made, compared to Ray was more of the story and less of the music.
What are you talking about? Ray was doing that.
No, to me, it was more music in Bohemian Rhapsody than it was in there. It was more music.
No, Ray set the mold, and everybody's been trying to bite Ray. The Aretha Franklin movie, like Ray I thought was excellently done. Like the way they came up with Hit the Road Jack and how that happened. He's like, yeah, keep playing that. Hit the road, Jack. Dude.
Because she was cheating on and getting kicked out the band. So that's how it like that. But
the way it was cold, man.
Up here we go. Victory formation. This game's over.
Booker Wars. None of them beat the MC Hammer story from BET. Hammer. I am Hammer. They put me in the mix. Hammer. Man, MC Hammer was cold.
And they said he was actually kind of aggressive too. All that
Red Man said that goddamn MC Hammer was so serious.
Right.
Yeah. MC Hammer was cold.
That's it. If anybody puts Denver on their Super Bowl winning list now, it's crazy, because this has been a bad game. They haven't beat anybody of substance other than the Chiefs. But at least this game is over.
Thank God. Too legit.
Too legit to quit. Hey.
Too legit.
Too legit to quit.
Yeah, they said Hammer was no punk. Waiting for a David Bowie biopic. The problem is I want to see though. I'm a David Bowie fan from the 80s. There's a couple songs. I mean, Suffrage City, don't lean on me, man.
You know what I'm going to see though? I'm gonna see. I'm not going to the show to see it, but I'm going to see that Bruce Springsteen movie.
I don't like
Born in the USA. I mess with Bruce. I mess with Bruce.
Okay, I mean, if you mess with him, I mess with him. Bowie's interesting because did you all know that Bowie like put Luther Vandross on?
No, I didn't know that.
He had Luther Vandross. Luther Vandross had like a whole singing company, and he was like the background singing king, and would come in and do all the backgrounds for everybody. And I guess Bowie brought him in to do some singing. Like, this dude is, talented, and he's on the background of some David Bowie songs.
Interesting. Well, thanks, chat, for messing with us, suffering through us with this 10-7 great
we
Thursday
got 200
night.
in the chat, by the way.
Oh, 200 right at the end.
200 right at the end.
200. Exactly. Well, thanks again for, suffering us through this 10-7 victory by Denver. Any takes on the game, Joe?
Score more. This is bad. But see, Thursday nights are not good because these guys, they're still sore. They haven't healed up, if they played on Sunday. And so this is the type of stuff you're going to get. Sloppy game.
Dude, Denver had like 7 or 8 3-and-outs. It's been bad.
And it was all around. There was a lot of penalties that the Raiders had.
Yeah, Raiders actually could have won this game if not for the miscues on the flags and in opportunistic times. But, what can you say?
I'm just looking forward to Sunday. I want to see the Bears. I'd like to see Caleb really just put a real complete game together. Like, that would be great. Yeah. Shout out to Crimson, man. He said, Snoozer game, great show. Man, appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
Shout out to you, boy.
Crimson, see you a big guy. Crimson, how tall are you? What are you, like, 6'4" or something? He said, I'm a big guy. You won't mistake me for Santa Claus or something like that. He said something in his comment earlier. Yeah. But no, it's this team is it's Thursday night with these type of boring guys. It is what it is.
I know, but this was a potential statement game it should have been a statement game for Denver to just dominate. Okay. And they didn't. They actually, showed more what they've been showing all season, that they just barely squeaked by. They shouldn't have the record that they should have. They really haven't played a lot of quality competition, like when they dominated, they just barely win. A win is a win though, yeah, but they just, just to me have not, dominated like they should have, other than their nemesis, the Chiefs, but
I see.
It was a game. It was a game. We love football. We preferred a better football, but it was something to do on Thursday night besides full laundry of all the same socks.
and hang out with our Breeze Nation counterparts. We appreciate all you guys coming out. I guess we're gonna close out, man. It was let me see, switch over here. On behalf of my man Drew, super producer Joe Holt here signing off. Appreciate you guys coming and rocking with us, man. Come join us on Sunday for the Bears Giants watch party.
I'm gonna guarantee it's gonna be a better game tonight.
Hey, I would hope so. I would definitely hope so. Yeah, let's get some FGBs in the chat while we get out of here. FGB, F them, and bear downs as we close this game out. Appreciate you guys.
One love, one love.
One love, one love, one love. Yeah, stinking Bo Nix and Geno Smith. I mean,
this game was cheeks, bro.
Like I said.
It was bad.
Oh, Cache, what she said? Only Duran, Simply Red, and Boy George. What she said that? Yeah, we got, you know what, Crimson, we got to get you that dang hat. You've been asking for that blue-orange GM hat for a minute. I feel bad. We got to get that done. All right, y'all.